Hello, everybody. It's what's up, gamers?
Not much.
It's your boy Seth, Mistake of Potatoes, coming to you with non-standard action, episode 7, Data Heist. With me always is the crew of the Fortune's Fool. I mean, kind of, anyway. The half-orc soldier who won't fight before his Folgers, Gur. She is pale and she's small, but with her friend she knows it all, Mouse and Serendipity.
Yep. Hello.
He is big, he is a lizard, and he's part entropic wizard. He's also here today, Ninden.
Good
Woo.
morning.
Called out.
The Ithorian mystic who's got the quick fix, fixing people. We've established. Kaylin.
We have established it. Good morning,
We've
everyone.
established fixing people, yes. The swifter shapeshifter whose friend is a hoverbike drifter, Harold.
Oh, hello! Allow me to change into something more comfortable. You like that? I'm still
You were
I'm still
waiting
workshopping it.
You
Yeah,
were waiting for that.
That's horrific.
you're not wrong.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't love it.
How was everyone's week? How's everyone doing?
It's good. Play a lot of Dauntless.
when it lets you play Dauntless, right?
I'm very patient.
Just because you hop into that queue, and like most of the players here don't know what we're talking about right now. But you try to load the game, and it's like you're number 50,000. You'll be able to play eventually. It's very 2004.
Oh
You
yeah,
have.
it does.
Yeah,
It does
World of
give me
Warcraft.
flashbacks to World of Warcraft in the early days.
You know what doesn't do that?
What's that?
Monster
Anything
Hunter World.
else?
No, Monster Hunter World does not do that. And one might say that Monster Hunter World is not only because of that, but for many other reasons, a superior game.
Yeah, I don't
won't
know.
get into that.
I like
But
the
you know
guns.
what's also a superior game? I love Starfinder.
Starfinder's
Yes.
pretty cool.
I was
Starfinder's
just
the
gonna
best.
say, you know what else doesn't do that? Us. You're all number one to us, and you can play now.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm a waiting queue sometimes. 'Cause right now, you guys are all waiting for me to like start saying the words, right?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Are.
Get on with it.
Well, if we don't have any other points to order, I suppose I can just go ahead and get started.
No.
Anything else?
Do the thing.
All right, I'll do the
The
thing.
The thing.
We're doing a thing. Okay, Sirenscape. I know that you like to hold out on me sometimes, but let's see if it works. Oh, music. Dominating the skyline of the burning archipelago, the radiant cathedral is a sight to behold. A massive ivory spire, decorated in splendid stained glass, reaches nearly to the top of the main bubble, Dawn Shore. Claimed as a cathedral to their god Sarenrae, Sister Nova Heart has taken up residence within its walls. Ever since she was present for the discovery of the cathedral, she has not left. She awaits a second prophetic vision, much like the one that guided her to the sun originally. During her stay, she has directed her followers in making this impressive structure the center of all Serenite worship. Within the cathedral, one can find libraries of knowledge. Chambers of studies fill the floors within. However, computer engineers have modernized the databases so that anyone can look up and download any of the available information wirelessly. The top of the spire is a popular tourist destination, offering a view that is largely unparalleled within the Pact Worlds. Here you will find areas for sun skimmer aircraft, balconies and areas of study, as well as an unofficial bar called the Aurora, frequented by pilots of said sun skimmers. Ninden has just finished a tour of this grand building, and it is at the large gleaming white stairs at its base that we find him speaking with his brother Tendon, a priest of Sarenrae. Off to the side, looking down from the railing of the stairs, Tendon says, "Hopefully you can understand why it might be difficult to leave a place like this. Besides being surrounded by burning plasma, that is."
I do. It's beautiful here.
It's done a lot to help further my studies and my understanding and my connection with Sarah. It's truly a wonderful place, surrounded by wonderful people. He just gestures broadly towards the cathedral and some of the priests that are ascending the stairs.
I tried to find something like that when I left the service. I went to Pharasma and their priests. They didn't have much information on this situation I find myself in, these powers.
He nods his head. He kind of tilts his head. Has he seen a demonstration of these powers yet? Or
no, it was probably like the first however long I've been here, a day. The first day was just sort of like traveling around the cathedral and sightseeing and whatnot. There hasn't been a lot of time for a demonstration, I think.
Right. So Saren Ray's relationship with entropy is complicated. She is a giver of light, of healing. Without entropy, such things can't exist. So they are related tangentially, but in terms of knowledge of entropy directly, I'll have to ask some of the scholars here. But I hope that this newfound connection of yours isn't too discomforting, brother.
No, it's not. For all I know, this is what saved me on that mission. I don't remember much of it, but all I know is after that day, I have had different powers. It's not discomforting. It gives me the power to protect my friends, and I have made friends on this ship that I was telling you about.
The Fortune's Fool.
Yes. We were, I don't know if you saw, but we were the ones in Asana Town, and I'm pretty proud of that.
He smirks. He says, I was only just recently catching wind of that. I've been very busy. As you know, I've been tasked with setting up various aspects of this coming festival. As a representative of Vesk worshippers of Saren Ray, I have been asked to make sure everything is in place for our guest, Adras Varanus. He should be here on Dawnshore now, from what I understand.
Oh, and Ninden's face like briefly lights up, and then he like tries to play cool. He's like, "Oh, Adras Varanus is coming to the festival?"
He nods and he says, "Well, it's a very important time of year for Saren Ray, and to have a champion of Saren Ray, one who has become so well known throughout the Pact Worlds as a guest of honor is, well, it's very important that everything goes correctly." He stresses, looking out over the edge of the railing towards the rest of the city and towards the rest of Dawnshore specifically, just trying to see if he can maybe spot Idras. It's very difficult to miss if you've seen him in person.
Ninden will look out with him and then turns to him again and says, "If there's anything I can do, brother, I would love to help you in any way I can."
He tilts his head one way and the other, and he goes, I don't know. Possible, but I think I can handle it. And he just kind of grins.
Yeah, of course.
Meanwhile, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, he would nod his head and probably look out again, and like a shadow falls across his face. He's like, you can tell this has been eating at him for a while. Do these powers mean that I don't know. It sounds silly and it sounds childish to think, but does this mean that I'm chosen or something? Or have you heard of prophecies or anything like that? I know you have to ask your colleagues, but do you, my brother, think that this means that I could be meant for something greater?
Yeah. He kind of is his little brother asking him this question, and it's one of those crossroads of like a religious purpose mixed with the existential crisis we all face, hoping that we mean something in this world. And he just kind of he gives the diplomatic response. He goes, "It could be. I don't know. All that I know is that whatever chose you to receive these powers has my thanks, if it is indeed what kept you alive."
Thank you, Tendon.
He nods. And the camera watching these two Vesk kind of turns to look behind them towards the staircase. And we see Adros Varanus walking up the stairs and turning to wave at a group of adventurers that are indeed Mouse, Herald, Kalen, and Gur, who all wave back as Adros ascends the stairs into the cathedral. And the rest of you notice Ninden standing over on the side of the stairs.
Ninden!
Gur will shove Herald to the side and just run up to him. Ninden! And it looks like he's going for a hug, but when he gets to you, he just punches you right in the face.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Where were you? It was. I should mention, it wasn't like a hard punch, but where were you? I almost died.
What? I was here.
Gur was kidnapped by Drow on a sun, which is really quite unusual.
What the pronker? There are Drow on the sun?
I know, right? I said the same thing.
That's
Well, now there are considerably fewer.
We can give you the summary off screen.
Yes. Gur, I'm.
Oh no, the
then
football
they
fell down
tell
again.
him
Put it back.
everything.
The comm unit. If Ninden takes a moment to look at his comm unit to see like if he received messages that he missed or anything, he notices that it's been dead apparently. So.
When he finally plugs it in, it's just gonna explode.
I'm not looking forward to that.
So many
I hate
different
getting
messages.
text messages from group chats.
So
Just the worst. Close up your comm unit.
Tendon, who is still standing there, sees this new group of people. Especially, I'm assuming Herald is in his normal form.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. He sees all of this and he goes, "Is this your group of friends then?"
Yes, this is the crew of the Fortune's Folly. This is Mouse, Mousequilini, and her AI Serendipity. This is Kalen and Herald, and this is Gur, my friend. From before the crew, I should say. They're all my friends.
He takes his time to greet each of you, kind of trying to sense whether people are okay with a handshake or just like a nod or whatever, and tries to deliver each respectfully.
Mouse prefers a minimum of physical contact. She's not big on it. Doesn't really get it. Kind of seems kind of gross.
For Mouse, he offers a finger to shake if you would like.
Okay, well she will shake that, but only because I personally find that fucking adorable. Pronkin adorable.
Second bid.
Good catch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nobody noticed.
Caught on the rebound.
Harald aims for the two-handed handshake.
Oh.
I always imagined he was a two-handed handshaker. Thanks for confirming. It's
He
canon
grows
now,
an
guys.
He grows an extra hand to put on top.
Three-handed
Yeah.
handshaker.
And and the hand like gets just slightly large enough so it's the appropriate size for a Vesk hand.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Tendon grins and he goes, "Well, it seems like my brother is in good hands, and hopefully he hasn't caused you too much trouble."
Did he just? I think he just.
Oh, is that a pun?
He looks down at Harald's hands and he goes, "That was unintentional."
The best puns are. Your brother has been an excellent crewmate. We'll take good care of him, as he takes care of us.
Exactly, and Gurg puts his arm around Ninden as probably one of the only crew members that can.
The Tendon is about to respond when his own comm unit goes off, and he pulls it out to take a look, and he just kind of rolls his eyes and he goes, "Well, looks like there's another emergency I have to go deal with, so it was good to see you, brother. I'll let you know when I have some more free time. To be honest, it might be a week or two."
It was great to see you as well. And Ninden goes up for the bro, like grabs the clawed hand and then wrap around the shoulder kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's reciprocated in kind.
Excellent. Good.
And with that, he will bow, say it's nice to meet you all, and he will ascend the stairs to the cathedral.
All right, crew. I feel like we finally have a chance to catch our breath.
It's been a busy couple days since you got here, for sure.
Yeah, Gur's definitely still feeling some latent pains in his chest.
Yeah.
He actually turns to Ninden and he says, "Hey, you want to see something really cool?" And he just like pulls his shirt up and shows this fresh, massive scar that's just like a hole, or where a hole would have been from like the like where the neck ends down to his belly button. I imagine is probably about how big that is.
Well, would there be a scar though?
Wait. You got so much overheal.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
old
right, yeah,
scars healed. You have less scars than before.
You're right. Shit.
So
Yeah, so you just pull up your shirt.
Reaction to this, he's like, I mean, you've always had that third nipple there, but
Like Gur is trying to show off his badass wound, but it's not there.
He looks at it again and he's like,
"Bro."
Just that damn Vesk. Not only did he almost kill me, but he made it so I can't show off anymore. This cool and he like rolls up his sleeve too and looks where there used to be another big old scar on his arm that's like just gone. He's like, the stories, the memories.
Baby soft, like brand new skin everywhere.
I'm not gonna need to exfoliate for months.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well,
anyways, so yeah. Go ahead.
I am truly sorry that I wasn't there. I guess I just have to stop leaving you all by yourselves because you seem to get into quite a lot of trouble without me.
To be fair, we also get into quite a lot of trouble when you are here.
That is a fair statement.
She's not wrong.
No, she's not.
Statistically speaking, in fact, the only real difference between your presence and absence is that I would say the rating of the challenges we face remains the same, but there is one fewer of us. One might almost say that the experience, the points of experience, is simply distributed amongst a smaller group.
A new hero has joined our party, so our foes agree in strength.
Yeah.
Well, I will endeavor to. I'll try to always be around. Ninden doesn't know words like endeavor. Come on.
Gotta keep it in IC. Gotta keep it icy.
Yeah. That 8 intelligence, though. He's studying, but he's still pretty dumb.
Endeavor, which is a word I've heard before.
He has one of
I
those
will-
like word-a-day calendars.
Yes!
Now he does.
Endeavor is the word of the day, folks.
I love it.
I will
Wait.
always.
What
I
is-
will try
what
to
Mouse
endeavor around you all in the future.
All right. Herald, you receive a notification on your communications unit.
Ooh, maybe I won something.
It's actually a message from Nib,
Oh.
indicating that she got you cleared for sponsorship at the DCI, and she has your clearance, your security clearance key cards, waiting for you whenever you're ready to come by and pick them up.
Oh, that was Nib. As a refresher for everyone, she works at DCI, which is that organization that looks for other, entities inside the sun?
Is the Deep Cultures Institute that looks for living cultures that are within the sun.
Yeah.
Not bacterial cultures. Like
Yeah.
people.
Well, looks like our new employer is ready to give us our key cards.
Oh.
I
Excellent.
really hope we don't have to watch any orientation videos.
Oh, I like the
Oh,
orientation
no.
videos.
You would.
They're usually pretty good. And they tell you all the rules, how to do your job. You gotta watch the orientation.
Ninden nudges Mouse with his elbow. He's like, "Do you think?" Which probably hits her head. Do you think you could maybe find a workaround for if we have to watch videos like that?
I generally upload them directly into my Cortex.
Hey, watching the training videos is an important way to inculcate yourself into the company culture.
Herald puts away his own word-a-day calendar.
Hold on, let me check that word really quick. Inculcate. I threw in an
I was
extra
gonna say,
ka.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's a misplaced letter in there somewhere. There's some transposing happening.
Yeah. I shapeshift the word.
Shapeshift the word. That sounds like a really cool magical ability, honestly. The ability to change a word after it's been spoken.
Shapeshifters would be pretty good at anagrams, I bet.
It could be, yeah.
We'll make our way to the offices. Is that in the same bubble as we are currently in?
No, in order to get to the Deep Cultures Institute, you will need to take the line crawler over to the Stella Kuna.
Want to ping those bubbles on our map?
Sure. So, currently the group is here, and oh my bad. About here, this giant building here is the Radiant Cathedral, if you can imagine. And the Stella Kuna is over here. Specifically, the Deep Cultures Institute is actually pointed out on the map for Pact Worlds. It is located here.
And since I think this is the first time we're seeing this map, is Sonatown, is that like on here or is that too small?
Sonatown.
We've seen this map before.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't
say
remember
it's been cut
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
it was cut down.
It was a different
when we saw
version of it. Sonatown, I believe, is this dome over here.
Cool.
Let me
Yeah.
confirm that. Yes, that is
this-
No, you're correct. It's the only 3 link chain that's small enough to have been what we were looking at.
Yeah. So,
Incidentally, this map is just so cool. I love
Right.
this
Pretty
map.
cool.
Super cool.
You know,
Corona.
Way to go, Paizo.
Corona is this one over here. This is where Gur was held captive. Not hostage. They didn't want anything. They just wanted to take Gur. So that's
Yeah,
not what a
they-
hostage is.
They technically wanted something, but yeah,
Yes,
when it's
yes.
the person, yeah, that's cap.
that is not a hostage situation.
And Gur puts away his word a day calendar.
Everyone just has one, and they're all different brands, so they all have a different word of the day.
We
gonna
made
get
sure it was
so
that
educated.
way. We synced up.
Or rather,
Oh.
didn't.
We'll make our way to that northwestern line crawler station.
Okie doke. Does anybody have anything they want to take care of before making their way to the Stella Cuna?
At some point, I probably take a 10-minute rest to get back my stamina.
Oh, that was. You guys had shawarma, remember?
Oh yeah, shawarma refills all
Yeah.
stamina. Got it. Sorry, forgot.
Yeah, it does automatically.
And
Yeah.
HP and RP, right?
You guys
it's
got
the magic
shawarma
food.
without me?
Yeah,
Ah,
sorry.
I miss everything.
I don't think Gur brought up specifically who helped them. Like,
No, of course not. He didn't mention like that it was. Yeah.
Nobody has brought up that Adras Varanas helped them save Gur.
It's just it doesn't occur to anybody that he would want to know. Like,
Right. Yeah.
someday he'll find out, and then he'll be like, "You didn't tell me," and we'll be like, "You didn't ask."
I mean, he did see us.
Right.
He did see us approaching the temple with Adras.
No, he didn't. I specifically
Oh.
framed it so that they were looking out over the railing as you parted ways behind them.
That
was
weird.
That was
So they
Just
didn't
the
notice.
We did say we would fill him in off camera, so I imagine we fill him in as we make our way through the series of trains to.
Oh yeah. Let me get you on the line crawler here. Whoop. So yeah, you let him know about about the daring rescue while you're in transit.
Yes. Fill him in
How
with all the
does
great details.
Minden take that knowledge?
I'm sorry. When you say switch over to the line crawler, were you supposed to change maps? Because it did not change.
No, I think it was sound.
Sound.
I apologize.
Wait, so you met Adras Varanas. He helped you infiltrate and he's saying this really loudly. He helped you infiltrate a drow company, killing a whole bunch of people for you while you got Gur out of there, and then he stabbed Gur with the Spear of Pronking Fates?
Yeah, that pretty well sums it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god!
To be
Wow.
fair, the stabbing was an accident.
Oh, that's weird. I mean, I guess it's better than him purposefully stabbing the person that he went in to rescue. Wow, that's quite a story.
Quite a story that one of the greatest heroes of the Pact Worlds accidentally stabbed a friendly.
Yeah, he's a really great guy, really down to earth. I don't think he's let it get to his head.
That's good to know. Again, I'm sorry that I was not there to help.
Oh, it's okay. We had a different Vesk.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, wait a second.
A better Vesk. Much higher level.
Wow. Okay.
He is, one of the Drift Riders. So it would be foolish to compare myself to one of them at this point, Herald.
Right. That's what I meant.
Looks into the camera.
All right. So, as you make your way to the Stella Cuna, this is a familiar stomping ground for Kaylin. This is where she studied, so she's very familiar with this bubble. You step out into the streets of the dome and you see uniform structures decorated in vibrant colors, signs advertising all kinds of different restaurants, theaters, cafes, many of the mainstays for college youth. Let's see. But yeah, Kaylin, you know that many of these restaurants are very hip and overpriced. The theaters are content to show student works and smaller budget films rather than popular media. Aside from the Solar University and these bespoke businesses, you know that there are different institutions here, including the Deep Cultures Institute and the Museum of Endo-Solar Sciences, that the Institute is attached to. So you can spend any time you like exploring this bubble, or you can head straight to the museum if you'd like.
So many coffee shops.
Way too many coffee shops. Like, You can find 3 on a block here, like
In a row.
yeah, in a row.
They each cater to slightly different crowds that to outsiders are completely impenetrable.
You see like there's 3 coffee shops in a row, and there's a street sign in front of each one with a price for just a cup of coffee, and there's an employee standing next to each sign, and they're all staring each other down, and like one of them will like reduce their price by like 1 cent, and the next one will reduce theirs by another cent. It's just like
Got some Jets and Sharks things. I don't want to whistle into a microphone, but you get the
please
idea.
don't.
There's snapping involved.
Some snapping, yeah.
We see the advent of the
Snapping.
100th of a cent. It's one of them tax an extra 99 after their price.
Oh, this is horrific. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, there's about to be a fight, a coffee fight.
Ooh.
People are going to be well
Coffee,
caffeinated.
And you know these guys are way too high level for us.
Yeah, it's like Forgotten Realms for whatever reason. No matter how high level your character is, like the town is unimpressed because their cleric is like level 14. Like, yeah, so what? Level 7 adventurers? Oh, whatever.
Jeez.
Our priest can beat you up.
Well, and clerics can always kick everybody's butt. You know, nobody expects it, but you know.
Yeah, like what in D&D and Pathfinder, like the cleric is just easily one of the best classes.
Kindly, Father Xantos casts Blade Storm on the unbelievers.
With my left hand, I resurrect. With my right hand, I murder. I call lightning from the skies. Anyway,
Oh goodness.
I always preferred bludgeoning things, but that's just me.
Bigby's crushing fist. Do clerics get Bigby? Is that a wizard thing?
I don't know. I don't think they do. I was talking about with maces.
Oh, well, I mean,
Maybe
they do
believe
also
it's
have that.
proprietary to wizards.
Okay,
Anywho.
So these
there's no
coffee
wizards here. This is Starfinder.
I meant
Hey, I'm a lizard wizard, I'll have you know. And
Well, you're
Patrick
part
cannot change that.
All right, so
I'd like to formalize that I meant Blade Barrier, not Blade Storm. Thank you. That is all.
Nope, it's too
Blade
late. We're already
Storm's
moving
way
on.
Blade Storm sounds way cooler though.
It does.
No, he's shape-shifting the word. We've established he can do this.
Nice. Got it.
So, is there anything anybody wants to take care of before you get to the museum, or are we content to head straight there?
Goodness. Do we want to? No. Let's just go.
All right.
Yeah, we can do inventory management off air.
Oh, that's not at all what I was going to suggest. We don't do that on camera.
No.
We don't air dirty laundry here.
Or
Nor
our
how many
dirty
credits it's worth.
Yes. That's what makes it so dirty.
Anyway.
Crickets.
So we
Crickets
had
in the deep.
All right. Oh,
Crickets in the deep.
I was trying to find a cool,
You're welcome.
pristine, futuristic structure. This is a place that actually exists, from what I understand, which is pretty cool. We need to visit it someday. Anyway, you arrive at the museum. It is a museum designed specifically to educate about the sun itself. The topic of researching cultures within the sun takes a bit of a backseat here in order to maintain a more mainstream appeal. So it's more talking about, like, look at all these cool things we've found that came from inside the sun. Look at these cool readings that we've observed from within the sun or outside of the sun. All of it kind of points towards the theories that the Deep Cultures Institute has without stating it explicitly. So it's a lot more palatable for folks. When you arrive, you see a front desk. There is a young half-elf man with spiked blonde hair sitting behind the desk who greets you as you enter. Says, "Oh," he just kind of like points at one end of your group and then goes to the other, and he goes, "You're the group Nib was talking about."
Yes, the crew of the Fortune's Fool, at your service.
He nods and he says, well, I'd be happy to take you straight to the lounge if you'd like, or if you want to take a look at the museum, feel free.
I think we're eager to get started on our work.
He smiles and nods, and he says, right this way. And he guides you over to an elevator, which will take you up to the next level. As you make your way through the museum, one sec. You see a series of different architectural discoveries in displays. You see geological formations, rocks and metals that have been recovered from within the sun. There's all kinds of diagrams of how the sun works, and different sun facts. It's very Bill Nye in here.
Any
Fun sun facts.
Mm-hmm.
Sun fact.
facts about fire whales?
Funny you should mention that. There is actually a replica skeleton of a fire whale hanging over a balcony.
Well, that's odd.
Wow.
Where did that come from? I'll ask our host.
He looks at the skeleton through the window as the elevator slowly ascends, and he goes, "Oh, it's a recreation of some readings that have been discovered from the plane of fire. It was theorized it was some sort of fire whale, from what I understand, and I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not, but apparently one came out of Far Portal the other day."
Yeah, we were there.
It put up a pretty
there?
good fight.
It's one of the reasons we
what?
were hired.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Kind of a big deal.
We all stand up a little bit straighter.
He seems very excited about this, and he offers his hand to shake, and he says, "It's great to meet you. My name is Yildril, and I'm with the Deep Cultures Institute. I don't just work for the museum. I just pretend to do that so people don't make fun of me. But if you're part of the team, then..."
Yes, we helped Nib when that whole Asana Town meltdown happened. If I had to put a name to that particular event, I'd probably pick that one.
Boom.
Does Harald look at the camera when he says that?
Yeah, and sunglasses fall down. No. My eyes morph into sunglasses lenses.
He says, "Yeah, I heard about that. It's crazy. I'm glad that I'm not a telepath, but I swear that even I felt something when that pulse happened. I don't know. It seems like it's getting more intense."
Yeah, it's a real big problem.
Yes, it seems likely that DCI will want us to investigate that. We have a couple leads.
That's good. I know that they've been going crazy. Everybody's been working overtime since the Far Portal fell. We're all just trying to figure out what's going on, and everybody's just bringing their full expertise to bear just to grasp at anything. I think they're desperate at this point.
Well, good thing we're here. We're here.
Mouse says, kind of puffing herself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been studying some books on the sun and stuff. I think I've really got a grasp on it now.
Don't embarrass me.
So as the elevator door opens, you're in some sort of administrative section. He'll guide you through using his key card to easily go through the doorways. And eventually, you come to a hallway that in the corner is a dimly lit lounge space with comfortable seating, homey decor, including plants, low surfaces for food and drink, etc. And sitting at one of these seating arrangements is Nib and Teres. who is actually sitting fairly close to Nib, and it looks like they're in the middle of a private conversation.
Herald will loudly clear his throat from across the room. Oh, I should mention now that I did, on character creation, purchase an augmentation for Herald. It is a voice amplifier, so I can easily make my throat clearing heard from any distance.
Oh, wow. What kind of an action is that?
Specifically
good
why he
question.
bought it.
I think it's just the same action as talking.
Oh, a free action?
Yeah, I mean, you just
I was gonna
switch
say,
it on.
'cause
Oh,
it's
yes,
time
yes.
to
You
roll
can,
initiative.
you
I'm
can
just
switch
joking.
it on or off as a swift action. I'm sorry.
You don't have one of those yet because it's the surprise round.
Damn it.
No, I'm just joking.
Teras
So-
jumps you.
I turn into Teras.
But yeah, so Nib and Teres notice you, and there's kind of like a little bit of a scoot from each party, like just like an inch away from each other, and
Oh.
Nib smiles and goes, "Oh, hey guys, welcome."
Hello. This is a nice building you have for an organization that doesn't seem to be taken seriously by the scientific community at large.
Oh, well, the museum does some good numbers. She shrugs. You can actually see that this lounge that you're in is not the greatest. The museum is where most of the money goes. This area looks like it's populated by a bunch of nerds who don't really care. The seating is outdated by a few decades, as well as the equipment inside the kitchen. You see kind of like an older refrigerator, some old food replicators. So it becomes easy to see where the budget goes.
So it's less of an organization that owns a museum than a museum that has a club.
You cut out. Sorry.
So it's less of that DCI owns this museum, and more like there's a profitable museum that chooses to spend some of its resources on DCI.
Nib kind of grins and she goes, "That's not an inaccurate assessment."
Well, how can we help you?
Well, she just gestures at the space and she goes, "Well, it seems like you guys have been getting in some heat since you got here, so I figured you might appreciate a place to stay since you helped us out. Not just me, but Teres and also the Deep Cultures Institute, even though you didn't necessarily mean to. So they agreed that it was the least that we could do to offer you some dormitory space. We have security cameras, we have security guards. We'll keep you nice and safe, give you a place to rest." She says, and she gestures towards 5 key cards that are resting on the table in front of her. And she says, "These are your passes. They'll get you into most rooms, not the administrative ones, but you'll be able to move about the facility freely for the most part. That is, if you'd like to stay."
Yes, we've had a chance to talk it over. Initially, we were reluctant to make ourselves too visible, given that each of us has some prior entanglements with some of the megacorporations of the Pact Worlds. But if you are willing to sponsor us and protect us from some of these interests, then we're happy to offer you our services.
She nods emphatically. Trust me, it's really difficult to hang on to a capable group of problem solvers like yourselves. So I think the Institute will do everything it can to make sure that you stay happy, as long as you're willing to help us out occasionally.
All right.
Oh man, we get carte blanche.
Do you want anything to drink, or I can get you something from the replicator?
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
So yeah,
Take a-
she'll go about getting drinks for everybody, whatever your preference is.
Mouse takes basically the space equivalent of Soylent, which is just Soylent.
What was Gur after?
Gur's after a whiskey double straight up, and then probably a second whiskey double straight up, because that was a traumatic experience, and he's working through it the best way he knows how, which is, yeah.
What is
and drink to forget.
Does Kaylin? She asks Kaylin if she wants anything.
Water is fine.
What time of day is it, by the way?
Sun.
Yeah, I realized as I was asking that question. Are we approaching the night cycle, or are we still in the accepted day cycle? You can't see the quotes I'm throwing up because I'm a sarcastic asshole, but they're there, I promise.
How long since our last sleep?
Right. So it is for the museum. There's only a couple more hours of operation time left before they close down. So
it's finding an acceptable
nighttime cycle. Yes.
Then finding it acceptable, Gerg orders a third.
When Kaylin asks for a water, Nib will go ahead and hand that to her happily, and she leans in a little bit and looks directly at you and says, "Hey, I caught that competition you were in. That was pretty hot." She smirks.
Kaylin sort of looks around, like, for who she's talking to. And looks back at her. Thanks.
She sees that it didn't land, and it didn't seem to amuse, so she just kind of chuckles to herself and goes about helping the rest of the people.
I'll take a drink. Something I haven't had before.
Try one of these. Ninden is asking for an Acatonian stout. It's like the darkest possible beer you can get. Clearly, because it's from Akaton, I guess.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So he hands Harold his glass. See if he likes it.
I do the straw thing.
Oh no! Ninden hasn't seen that yet.
Gur laughs his ass
I'm
off.
sorry, Captain. I'm sorry. That was just a little surprising.
Oh, I'm sorry. The straw sort of parts to talk. See, how do you guys drink? The straw will recede into his. No, let me do this. The straw will recede into his face, and a very human mouth will appear on it, like with different coloration, like more white than pink, and like very human teeth.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Sonic's mouth.
Yeah,
like Sonic's mouth.
Oh, no.
And then he'll carefully sip through that mouth.
In some ways, it's worse than the proboscis that he had before.
Really, though, just Gur asks the captain to start using the straw again.
And I was gonna say, Ninden surreptitiously orders and gets another one.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? That one's yours.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about residue. I carefully control all of my bodily fluids.
This does not make it any better, Captain.
Why not?
Ninden is definitely still drinking from another cup.
I'm going to send you a link to the Spacepedia article for body horror.
This is all very boring.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's none of that is surprising or shocking to Harold, right?
Right.
It's just kind of like, yeah, that's yeah.
Honestly,
What?
probably more than half of the pictures there are of astrozoans.
It's like, oh, it's like me mid-transformation, right? Yeah.
They let people put this stuff online? This is so revealing. What do we need to do for you? Do you have any tasks for us yet, Nib?
She shakes her head and she goes, "Oh no, not so much. Right now, it's just it's nerd stuff. We're just kind of taking in some
perks
of the
up at nerd stuff.
And she picks up on that, and her head slowly swivels more towards Mouse as she continues talking, because she knows that this is probably not as interesting to Ninden. But she keeps her eye contact with Ninden while speaking towards Mouse. saying, right now we've all kind of got our noses buried into our work. A lot of data from when the far portal fell, a lot of data from the most recent psychic pulse, and we're just trying to make sense of it all.
All right, then I suppose show us to our rooms, and we'll just settle in.
Sure. It's actually not very far. Just north down the hallway. There's 3 doors to the right. The door immediately to your right is one of the dorm rooms. The door beyond that leads to a bathroom situation. You've already located the bathroom. And the door beyond that is to another dorm room. You will notice that these dorms, let's see here. Each of them consists of a shared living space connected to 2 separate, each one has one bed chamber. Each bed chamber has 2 beds, so there's a total of 4 beds and 2 living spaces. The living space does have like a couch for anybody who doesn't want to share a bed with somebody.
Are there vases, like large vases, closets?
Oh, yeah, why not?
No, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. And Geraldo will walk into the center of the common room and then just sort of like splash downwards, forming a puddle on the ground that then grows fur, and he turns into a bearskin rug.
So he just turns into a rug. He just Alec Max himself into a rug.
Let me Google that.
Gur prepares to take his classy nude photos on the bearskin rug.
Ew.
Oh no!
Mouse was gonna sleep on the couch because it's a good size for her, but she doesn't want to step in the captain or come across her naked.
Why are you like this?
Are we? Sorry, how many rooms do we have then? How many beds do we have? Because I thought you said we have 3 rooms or 2 rooms?
2 rooms.
2
There
rooms.
are 2 dorms. Each one has a shared living space, and each one has a bed chamber. Each bed chamber has 2 beds, so total of 4 beds and 2 living chambers. So.
Oh.
The 3rd door is to the bathroom, like shared
Okay. All right.
for the 2 dorms.
Okay, so we only have 4 beds total.
Yes.
Oh, well that's all right. Ninden has a cot.
Well,
Not a
Well,
cot.
this is why the captain turned into a rug.
yeah. Herald's
well,
in rug
And
mode.
Mouse went to the couch, so we honestly have an excess bed.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
Gur
Well, this
takes
works
2
out
of the beds and pushes them together.
that seems like a very good.
We have so much room for activities.
Yes. Oh
Ninden and
god.
Gur absolutely have a room.
Yes, yes.
Mouse, you want to share the other dorm room away from this?
Absolutely.
Let's play Twister.
What's it set up in such a way?
No.
Yeah, Herald automatically wins Twister. Come on.
That would be cheating, Captain.
So is it like? Let me see if I understand this correctly. Is it like a total boys' club in one dorm? Like all 3 of the males are in one room, and Mouse and Kaylin are taking the other dorm.
Yes, we have gendered ourselves across rooms. We left all the boys in one dorm room, and we're going to the other one and locking the door.
Gotta leave
and
enough
the thing is
room
that,
between
like,
us for
over in the
Jesus.
over in the boys' room, they're doing all the things that you expect like sororities to do in a bad movie.
Oh, you know it. Gur and Ninden are painting each other's nails.
Claws, you mean?
Yes, that is what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, Mouse and Caleb are both jocks too, so it's probably, we're probably like talking sports and stuff in the girls' room.
Sports.
Well,
go
you guys are
sports,
settled in.
guys.
Somebody is at the door in meat space, so I need to go real quick. So if you guys could comport yourselves in a role-playing
Okay.
fashion, I will return.
fill
The
the
audience? I guess.
So, Gur, any cute girls you meet?
Oh my god.
Jeez. No. Gur is slightly hammered. And,
Only slightly.
Well, we only had
well, I
one
mean,
drink.
he had 3 doubles. But he's also a very large being, so only mostly drunk.
I suppose I'm mostly just worried that DCI won't really be rich, powerful enough to protect us from, our, the 5 different megacorps that want our blood.
Speak for yourself, Captain. I don't have a megacorp after my blood. My
embarrassing.
story is that I nearly died in war, and then I got these weird powers. So
Besides,
don't put your troubles on me.
You see this? And Gur pulls out that paper that granted him his freedom. He's like, yeah, they can suck it.
Plot point resolved. Book 1.
I
Book
think we're
1.5.
technically between book 1 and book 2, actually. So, but we're books. What are you talking about? This is more Serenray stuff.
No, we can use the Final Fantasy naming convention. This is book 1-1.
Oh, good. And then the Kingdom Hearts naming convention, 3.75 or
No, that's the D&D
268 and a
naming
half.
convention.
Oh yeah, you're right. Darn.
What business have I returned to?
Mostly
Gur is
nomenclature.
drunkenly shouting about being free.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal, right? Like
He's waving that piece of paper around or whatever it was.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
digital. I
It's
guess you
a-
could
yeah.
wave your commune.
He's waving his comm unit around with it on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
Projecting it on the walls and stuff.
Actually, yeah, you know what? It was a big deal enough that he had it printed. He's gonna get it framed, but he doesn't have the credits for that
Paper.
yet.
Paper's
Yeah,
such a
he
luxury.
splurged. It costs like 100 credits or something. I don't know.
There are trees on the sun. There's a bubble that is very specifically a gigantic forest. So
Yeah, I saw that. That's really neat.
trees on the what?
yeah,
Crazy.
it's maintained by the Xeno Wardens.
I was gonna say.
Somebody let Win
Yeah.
know.
Oh man, that would be great.
Except Win. All the other Xeno Wardens are cool.
Yeah, there's
I
some
joke.
sort of. I'm sure Kalen and the others, for some reason, feel some sort of grudge towards a giant blue bear for some reason. I don't know.
Don't know
That
why.
would be wibbly wobbly timey wimey for our little mortal brains if we were to ever run into that crew again.
Well, you haven't, because it was like.
Those
Well,
clowns.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. But there's some
Yeah.
sort of. I'm sure there's some level of psychic transference.
Right, and that's why
some-
we have we all had the shared dream.
There's a dream, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys dream that you were fighting a giant blue bear?
Yes,
like a
and also
goblin.
a slug, a huge slug that talked too
I
much.
saw that slug.
Yeah, I
But
think
you know what? Didn't we have that weird seafood that night before we all had that dream? So I don't know.
Oh,
It's like
Yeah.
a
That
bottle
must've been it.
episode on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I remember pranking murdering some robot, and it was sad for some reason.
And bathing in the blood of a goblin.
Rip Idas.
Anyway,
So put an
um,
ad here for Cosmic Crit in the YouTube video.
Yes.
yeah, Cosmic Crit every Monday at midnight is their release time.
Well, that's, is it Sunday at midnight or Monday at midnight? Because it's technically Monday when midnight strikes. But is
Yeah.
I don't know. It
is
just
that the
shows
midnight
up
for Sunday?
in my queue on Mondays, and
Yeah, all I know is I download it Monday morning before I go to work. But
Yeah, I typically do it on. I typically listen to it via YouTube because I'm one of those weirdos.
oh,
I
well, the
consume
easiest
everything
way
via
is to just
YouTube.
put it in your favorite podcast player and subscribe to it, and then it just shows up magically every Monday.
yeah.
And we all look at the camera.
Cosmic Crit. Good at home, work, or at play.
Alright.
Anyway, back to our game.
Yes.
Ninden gets a bit peckish in the middle of the night, and instead of ordering room service or what have you, he actually pulls out his culinary synthesizer Mark II that he got all the way back on the Breath of Embers.
Hey,
How does he have that with him?
It's
We
only
gave it to
one
him.
bulk, man.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah. No, I specifically remember saying, "Hey, so Ninden is going to unscrew one of these from the counter."
Oh, well, yeah, but I was under the impression that these were like a wall unit.
Oh no, they're
Okay.
like a little hibachi grill, essentially.
Marvelous.
Yeah, so Ninden is just synthesizing maybe a burger or two, and that's what he does.
My passive
Yoda's-
perception is pretty high. Is he grilling burgers in the next room? Can I smell him grilling burgers?
You know what? Because of the ventilation system of this particular part of the establishment, yes, you get a faint whiff of burger scent through the vents.
Sort of opens one eye.
It's like when you drive past a Burger King.
Oh, yep.
Groggily, like, goes over to the other room. Oh, are you making burgers?
Huh? What? Oh, yes. Would you like one, Kaylin?
Yes.
It's like being 3D printed. Like,
Yeah, it's exactly what's happening. It's just line at a time.
nano-lazy burgers.
Just like Mama used to print.
Just don't think about it too hard.
I just love it, just like Mom used to print. I love it. Oh, it's so good.
Probably true. No one cooks in space.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, we don't.
Why would
I could probably rustle up some ketchup or something like that. Starts printing some, plugging in some different settings.
Print some mayo.
Ah,
Some
yeah.
mayo.
I mean,
Oh yeah, Nick, high five. Totally.
Yes.
Down with mayo on burgers, for sure.
Just cover everything in mayonnaise.
disgusting.
Sorry, my family is from Minnesota. This is what I grew up with.
Yeah, it's definitely a Midwest thing, for sure.
On How I Met Your Mother when she's making that 7-layer salad.
The 7 layers. And
for Marshall's
3
mom.
of the 7 layers are like mayonnaise.
That's too much.
Oh, it is. It's totally a joke salad, but
Anyway.
One of the other layers was potato chips, Seth. So yes, it was.
and one of the layers is gummy bears. Yeah, it was really silly.
All right. I am now convinced I don't need to watch that show.
Oh, you probably don't. All right.
But yeah, so you guys enjoy a nice printed burger meal in the middle of the
2
night.
burgers. Nom. Magic takes a lot of calories.
So does entropy, right? It's like channeling the forces of the universe. Really takes it out of you.
It does. I swear I burn way more than I can possibly eat anytime we get into any kind of situation where we need to use my magic. Healing
totally
people
agree.
especially.
That's weird, thinking about magic systems like that. Like, what resource does that burn up? If not some sort of present magical energy in the air, does it come from within? Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because we have spell slots and stuff if you're a spellcaster. So that's a mechanical representation of some sort of inner power,
or at least your ability to your ability to manifest the energy around you before it starts having detrimental effects, or it simply stops obeying you.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's the entropic power of the universe.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It must be that one.
Maybelline.
God, if it is, they've grown too powerful.
After this adventure, Ninden becomes a Maybelline cover boy.
Yes! I require art of this.
Maybelline needs cover boys, dang it. Get on it, Maybelline.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been called out by us.
Yeah, you better
They're
listen.
pirates.
Yeah, you better watch us and our 9 followers.
Oh, Leaf, that could be your
Who we
next
love, by the way.
guyliner. You should go pitch it to Maybelline.
Thank you, everybody who's here. But yes, are we... anybody else want to take care of anything before settling in for the night?
Nope.
Doesn't sound like it.
No?
So, the facilities are nice here. It's very quiet. It's very sterile. You just kind of become accustomed to hearing the sound of the whistling air conditioning unit, some idle beeps and bloops in the distance. In the middle of the night, however, there's a very loud and very brief alarm. Almost as soon as it starts, it stops.
Huh?
And after a moment, you hear a voice that sounds synthesized come over the system saying, "Error detected in alarm system. Please disregard. We apologize for any inconvenience."
Well,
That-
Gur woke up with the alarm, but he hears that and goes right back to sleep then.
That's suspicious.
Mouse just always makes a
is.
habit of double checking these kinds of things.
Mhm.
So she walks over to the wall, plugs a cord in, and does a computer's check on the alarm system.
Sure. It sounds like we have two different approaches here. If I could get a sense motive check from Herald and a computer's check from Mouse.
18 from Mouse.
Herald bombs his with a 13.
Can I also make a sense motive?
Yeah, you can.
Killen and Herald are both suspicious of all of this sort of thing.
That's only a 15.
It seems strange, the announcement. You're not really sure what, but like that seems weird that that an error in an alarm system would be detected, and they would announce it. But nothing stands out. It could just be whatever weird software the developers here have come up with. Mouse, so what are you attempting to do via the computer?
She's going to want to see where the thing that triggered the alarm went off, and then double check it against any cameras or that kind of.
Okay. You are not able to discern where the alarm came from, but you notice that you are having trouble connecting to the cameras. And it's not that you're supposed to have access to the cameras. It's that you're pretty sure that you've done what you need to do to get access to the cameras, but you can't connect to them.
What you got, Mouse?
It
Wait, you
could be
guys are
nothing.
you in the same dorm?
Oh wait, that's right.
Yeah, you're in the boys' dorm.
Yeah.
You've been banished.
Banished to
Do
the
you
boys'
think-
dorm.
Do you think we should go check in on the others?
Halen?
Yeah?
It could be nothing, but it could also be... Well, I can't seem to access the cameras, and that doesn't sit right with me. I just want to make sure that this is not as bad as it feels like it is.
Well, I mean, we have key cards. Let's go check it out. Well,
Oh, good, thank you.
let's wake the others first, and then go check it out.
As you open up the door, you see Herald sort of awkwardly about to knock on the door. Oh, good.
Let me. I need to move some people from a map. I didn't realize that these tokens did not have the things that I needed them to have, so it will be just a moment.
You can talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Just the worst.
We'll go and wake up the boys. Gur, Ninden.
I mean, Ninden was already awake because of the alarm.
Alright, so you open
Yes,
the
Captain.
door. We think it may be worth investigating that alarm to make sure it's false. Kaylin and I have infiltrated a fair few number of compounds and done something vaguely like that.
I see. Yes, that sounds better safe than sorry. Ninden starts just wordlessly putting on his armor.
Oh yes. Are people suiting up?
Gur will begrudgingly do so, yes.
Light armor is pretty easy.
It's true.
Basically like a jacket.
Heavy armor, 16 rounds.
So,
Yeah, but none of us wear
Goodness.
heavy armor.
What's 16
Gur wears
times
heavy armor.
6? That's like a minute and a half. Not very
About.
long.
Yeah. No, it's not long comparatively. It's an eternity in combat.
Oh yeah, in combat that's way too long.
Absolutely.
All right, you should be seeing the museum now, or at least the area of the museum that you're in.
I feel like I shouldn't be at 0 HP.
Yeah, go ahead and everybody. You know, your stats they should be all at
Top
maximum.
off.
You guys got enough rest.
Woot.
Yeah, I don't want to subject you guys to the horrors of this adventure. At a minimal state.
I would like you to subject us to the horrors of this adventure, please.
No, that was the last adventure path.
Oh,
That's
yes,
true.
you're right.
That's the one that you did. You were the one that was subjecting us to horrors.
Oh boy.
You're right.
All right, let's not wake up other people until we're sure that this is a real alarm. Mouse, where do you think the security systems would be, such that you can verify what you need to verify?
Well, we're gonna need a substantial power source, and then of course there's going to be a cooling station. You're gonna need enough air conditioning for the servers, and she starts rolling off.
Never
things.
mind. Did we get schematics of the building from Nib?
No,
Or like at all for floor plan?
It wasn't really something that people that was really thought of, because it's just kind of it's a it's a museum. There's really not the facilities that you're in are very compact. The DCI itself, outside of its field research, is a very small group, so there's not a whole lot of need necessarily for a floor plan. But while you're all talking, you do get a video call.
I answer.
It's Nib.
Evening
Nib
Nib.
pops up on the screen. Let's see, let me find her so I can put a picture of her up for the audience.
And I'll project her onto the wall so that the whole party can talk to her.
The wall. She appears to be calling you from a lab. She's sitting at a desk, and she looks she looks like somebody who just got startled awake, as you can imagine. She actually has a small collection of sticky notes stuck to the side of her face, and appears to have just freshly wiped some drool from her mouth. She goes, Did you guys got woken up by that too, huh?
Yes. Where's the security room? We'd like to check to make sure everything is all right.
She goes, that's on the west wing. You have to make it all the way. You have to go from the side of the DCI that you're on through the museum to the other side to get to the security wing. I'm trying to contact the security guards right now, but their line isn't responding. I might have to go there physically, but
Ugh,
I have a bad
weird
feeling.
space.
I have a bad feeling about this, though. Could you maybe just check on the museum and make sure that nothing's happening?
Yeah, we were already planning on it.
Oh, thank you.
Gur has been in the room getting ready and sticks his head out at this point and says, "Captain, we expecting anything like, beyond?" And he holds up his fists, this.
Well, expect the worst, I always say.
Nib's like,
Come loaded prepared, Gur.
Nib's like, I hope not. If there is anything in the museum, please try to be careful.
You just stay where you are, Nib. Do not. I would not think that you should go out and wander around looking for the security team. Just sit tight.
Okay,
If
I
you could-
appreciate it.
If you could beam us floor plans and keep on trying to get in contact with anyone else here, and let us know if you find anyone.
She's like, floor plans. Okay, I'll try and get you some. But you should be able to get to the museum just through the doors west of the lounge.
Yeah, I see it. All right,
I'll
let's
see
go.
if I can send you the plans.
Gur, hurry up. Is Gar still changing?
Sorry, Gur was muted. Gur comes out of the room, fully loaded. He's got his black armor on. He's got big old grenade launcher strapped across his back, and his hand cannon strapped to his side, and just a bandolier of grenades.
Ooh, that grenade launcher seems new.
Thanks, and he pulls it off his back, and it looks just about as haphazardly thrown together as his hand cannon. I built it myself.
Goodness.
This does not inspire confidence.
You want to move your token?
I will point out at this point that nothing Gur has built yet has failed, so...
That's good.
It's because mechanically it shouldn't.
All right.
We'll make our way down this hallway, and then once we hit the lounge,
entered-
open that door to the west.
Dungeon mode. All right. So
Dun
this
dun
door,
dun.
this door to the west is labeled administration. You remember being guided through this doorway by Yield Drill as you showed up here before.
Ah, yes, where we watched the videos.
There was no orientation videos, thankfully.
Oh.
So these workspaces to the north and the south, they're all shut. They don't open for the level of key card that you have, but you know that these are just office spaces.
Just run a quick, open the door. Wait, they don't open to us?
No, the one to the north and the south don't open to
Okay,
your key
that's
cards.
fine. Okay. Then yeah, Ninden will eye Herald for a second and then open the door.
Okay, so the door to the west.
Yes.
All right.
You want to trade me spots, Herald?
Gerald's an eager boy, but okay, I guess.
Mouse has out her dueling sword because she doesn't want to accidentally misfire and hit any of the exhibits.
Hey, Mouse is being conscious of the scientific the scientific discoveries
Yeah.
in this building. Go
At that
figure.
Gur, maybe take it easy on the grenades around the exhibits. We don't want to break the nerds things.
Yeah. And he pulls out his lighter and lights his
The
cigar.
priceless exhibits.
Yeah, the priceless exhibits. We have to endeavor to keep them safe.
He blows the smoke up into the air and just kind of lets out another huff. Yeah.
So, as you
He's
open
just
the
not thrilled to
door-
be awake.
And who is, honestly? Whenever I'm awake, I'm not happy. I just want to sleep forever.
I feel it.
Exactly.
When you open the door to the west, which is to the waiting room, this is you walked through here before. There's a pair of chairs and a table that take up most of the space in this sterile, white-colored dominant room. Picture frames of different landscapes smatter the walls, designated for people waiting on other patrons, or if they just need to get off their feet for a little bit. You happen to see at the top of some stairs what appears to be a reptilian humanoid. If I could get a life science check from anybody who has one.
Ooh.
I suppose a culture check would also probably do if you want to go with one of those.
Believe it or not,
Mouse gets a 24.
Gur only got a 12.
Gerald got a 26, although that's a 31 if he's part of some well-known corporation.
Not quite.
Oh.
So, yeah, you're all pretty able to easily identify this as an Akeshti. Mouse, you know some extra stuff about Akeshti, if you would like to ask. I always forget about this. So it's, what is the recall knowledge DC again? It's like 10 plus 1.5 times the CR. Is that right?
Depending on rarity, yes. 10 would be like common
Yeah.
common races or species. 15 is like slightly uncommon. And then you adjust depending on rarity, and it's all
Sure. So what would you like to know about an Akeshti? You can get, I think, 3 pieces of info, like defenses, offenses, special abilities.
Defenses would be great.
Okay. You are not aware of any particular special defenses they have. They seem to be equally susceptible to all kinds of damage.
Oh, good. So not fire resistant.
Not fire
That
resistant.
was a major pain in the butt.
This is like the ethereal monsters that Cosmic Crit kept running into towards the end of season 1, where everything was just immune to crits. So whenever they got a 20, it was immediate excitement ending.
Yeah, it was soul crushing.
It happened so much so that Knack ended up getting a fusion for his gun to allow crits to happen anyway.
Lol.
Like the Ghost Killer fusion, whatever it is, I forget.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that is it. Yeah.
Ghost
Um,
killer.
And offenses, you see that it is armed with a survival knife and a pistol. It appears.
Oh, I guess I also wanted to know if they had any special abilities.
Yeah, something that's unique to the Akeshti is they squirt blood from their eyes. Is something that they're known to do.
Like bearded dragons.
Yeah, they're a little bit like bearded dragons in that way. Let me actually, I have some art to put up on the screen of this creature, which occurs to me I probably should have had up while I was describing it.
You can always shift to see the token if you're at a loss. Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I've got this. Akeshti, they have a very interesting reproductive cycle. You're not really sure what an Akeshti is doing here on the sun. But Herald, with your culture check, you can identify a tattoo that this particular Akeshti has on its neck. You believe it's associated with one of the gangs in Corona. But you're not quite sure which one.
Hello? I don't think you're supposed to be in here.
He looks up from what he's doing, and what he's doing appears to be setting up a bomb.
Oh, well.
So,
Hey, stop!
there's a moment before he immediately reaches for his pulsecaster rifle, and he raises it and aims it at you, and he shouts down the stairs that he's next to, "Savash! Security!" And it is time for us to enter initiative.
Oh,
Dun,
happy day.
dun.
Let me. clear
Oh
off
no.
this initiative. Hold on. I gotta
Minden
clear this off first.
Oh, can I keep my roll?
I think that's only fair.
Yeah, that was entirely my fault. So.
Yay,
Yeah. That's
20. Oh, but then Gurk
Shoop.
just totally blows me out of the
It's
water.
not a competition, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well,
At
then
least-
Ninden lost because Ninden got a 6.
fine.
Womp womp.
Can you?
Come on, old man, keep up.
PO2. Oh, come on. Obey me, device.
Sort
Yeah,
of buried
look.
the lead on the bomb there. We're all like, oh, Takeshti, cool. Oh, he's setting up a bomb.
And the last thing
super
you
cool.
notice,
Bombs. Uh-oh. Let's see.
I actually won an Akeshti while Seth is setting up. I actually won an Akeshti boon in the Cosmic Crit. What were we calling it? It wasn't a raffle because you can't call it a raffle. But yeah, I won the boon for
The drawing?
SFS. Yes, the drawing. Thank you. Very excited. I might make him a Technomancer or something cool. They're a cool little race. But then there's also a Formian on the other side of it.
I'm clicking on.
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go.
That's a
Never
decision.
mind. Things just went to weird places. Okay. Oh, I closed it. I understand. And getting to it before Leaf chides me on it.
Just the worst.
I'm the worst GM. Why do you guys even play in this game? All right.
I don't know,
It
man.
looks like it is Gur's turn.
Oh boy. Well, Gur's gonna go ahead and run up to here. And since he wasn't gonna be able to make it the whole way, as he moves, he's drawing his hand cannon and he will level it at this guy and just shoot him.
So by here, what Gur is referring to is into the middle of the waiting room.
Yes.
Putting himself between the party and the Akeshti, standing by the stairs.
And here comes the attack. Oh boy, that's a 6 on the die to hit. That is
Oof.
unfortunate.
That's an oof. Let's see. Under. Hold on. I'm going over to the sounds so that we can hear this amazing shot that missed. There we go. Gur takes a shot, and it just whistles past the Akeshti and down the hallway, missing it entirely. Mouse.
All right. Mouse is going to. I think perhaps she should. Well, she'd like to get over there and disable that bomb, or make sure that it can't be a thing. Perhaps smother it in the cradle, since it's not quite set up. Just a moment. So she'll move there.
All right.
And is that close enough to look at the bomb? Or does she need
Yes.
to double move or something?
So Mouse has advanced past Gur to get a look at this bomb or device that the Akeshti is setting up. Upon closer inspection, it appears to be more of a trap. Perhaps it was something he was setting up to alert his, you assume, comrades in case somebody is approaching via the stairs. So perhaps not a bomb designed to destroy, but a trap designed to hinder.
Well, as a standard action, I can cause a short in an electronic device, including most ranged weapons, melee weapons,
Ooh.
or a single armor upgrade. This makes the device non-functional for 1 round.
Okay.
So that's what she's gonna do.
All right, so this is a mechanic ability.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a roll for it, or does it just happen?
No, it just happened. Oh wait, let's see. If you use overload on an item or armor upgrade in someone's possession, the owner can attempt a reflex saving throw to negate the effect. DC is 10 plus half my mechanic level plus my intelligence modifier.
Okay. Since he's not currently attending it, I assume you're just able to disable it.
Woohoo!
Okay. That seems a little for traps, right?
It's only for 1
it's
round.
only for 1 round.
That's true. That's true. It's not that big of a deal. Also, it's set up on the stairs, so you don't think it would go off unless you started descending the stairs before it was disabled.
Yeah. Granted, once a device has been successfully overloaded, a residual static charge prevents the device from being overloaded again for a minute.
Okay.
So basically, he won't be able to do anything this round, but I
Sure.
won't be able to overload it again for probably the rest of the fight.
Okay. Understood. I believe that is all of your actions, unless you have something to do with your Swift.
That's it.
Alrighty, Harold.
Harold will try this trick that once worked when he was in Space Aruba once. He'll rush into the room, and in this lizard's voice, which he has now heard, say, "What? They have some sort of shapeshifter who's turned into me," and turn into him as my standard action.
That's great.
This one weird trick. Akeshtis hate it.
And that's my
The Keshtis hate this envoy.
So you're just gonna try and, I guess,
confuse his friend. Yes.
Okay. Suppose
Who-
you could make a bluff check?
Sure. It's a 22.
22. I mean, alright. I'm trying to, allow me, the GM, to try and figure out what that, what that translates into.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
I guess it could be a sense motive on their part or whatever.
sense
Right.
motive or a 50% chance to shoot one or the other. I mean, he'll probably just shoot one of the other people who he doesn't have a
That's
chance
awesome.
of accidentally.
So did Herald turn into the Akeshti?
Yeah, that was my standard action.
Okay. All right. Seeing all of this group quickly outnumber him, this Akeshti is going to take a pot shot with his pulsecaster rifle. At Gur. Does a 20 hit your EAC, Gur?
It does.
All right. Shock. Very quiet and buried in the rest of the sounds. You take 3 electricity damage in the form of non-lethal damage. At which point, the Keshti will begin running down the stairs. So you watch him vanish down the stairway.
He's
Mother
rushing.
trucker.
He's rushing down the stairs. Stop him! Herald shrugs.
It was a good try,
Alright.
Captain.
It would be Kaylin's turn.
All right. Well, Kaelin will move up to join the rest of the party since that Akeshti tried to run away. How much would you say that bomb weighs, roughly? Less than 5 pounds?
The trap is probably less than 5 pounds, yes.
I throw it at him. The telekinetic projectile, that is.
Are you just going to hurl it down the stairs randomly?
At his head.
Okay.
For
You
6 damage as long as a 21 hits.
You don't quite see him from where you're at.
Oh, I don't. You're right. I do need line of sight. Damn.
Does it require line of sight?
Oh, it'd
mean,
be
it's
so funny though if you just
it's
like
a
heard
spell.
Oh,
Okay. Do me a favor, roll a percentage.
Oh yeah, we could treat it like concealment, huh?
Highs or lows?
Let's do highs are good, lows are bad.
Okay.
That's a 96. That's good.
Mouse, you watch as the trap that you temporarily overloaded suddenly hurls itself down the stairs. You hear a metallic clanking sound, and you hear an ah.
La la la.
Death by your own bomb. Ha! That's it. That's all.
It doesn't go off. You just hear it smack against him as he makes his way down the stairs.
You build a bomb. I throw it at you. These are the
And it
consequences.
would be your turn now.
Nendon spends one move action to rush past the rest of his party into the middle of the room, and then he's going to continue down the stairs
All right.
after the son of a cronker.
Mhm.
And he is now he's found him. He calls out, "I've got him!" And he's midway down the stairs. And it should be known he has his polarity pulse gauntlet on one claw, and just a bare hand.
On the other. Okay.
Yes, he has a bare hand on his other hand.
So
a
yes.
bare hand.
Jeez.
So, man, he's dual wielding. He's got a polarity gauntlet and a bare fist. A bare
It's my-
gauntlet.
he's exercising his right to bear arms.
Right. Yes.
That is his turn.
Ooh.
All right. Nenden, as you start to descend the stairs into the waiting balcony below, you see another Akeshti that appears to be tinkering with a security robot. She looks nervously over her shoulder up at the stairs.
Ah.
Brings us back to Gur.
Nendon lets the party know that.
Now, is this a banister here?
Yeah.
All right, Gur's gonna go ahead and vault over that. So
Okay.
10, and then what kind of check would you like?
You can just do an athletics to absorb.
All right, I just need to not do horribly.
Oof. That's
He rolls a 9
Isn't
total.
really? Are you kidding me? I got a 3. All right, whatever.
You're rolling like me, man. So yeah, go ahead and move down onto the stairs. And You don't take damage from the fall, but I would appreciate give me a reflex save to avoid tripping as you
Ugh.
fall onto some stairs.
All right, 11. A little better.
It's a little better. You're wobbly. I'm gonna say you lose the rest of your turn, not falling, I guess, due to the wobbly nature of your landing. Which, I mean, honestly, you probably would have ended up there anyway. So, Gur just leaps over Ninden.
I mean,
and what's up?
Nothing.
Okay. I mean, it just you jumped over the banister. And I know the dice were not the dice were not kind to you. If you wanna try and land an attack on the creature, go ahead.
No. That's fine.
Do you have the ability to punch, right? Because that ring you have. No, bite. You can bite. Oh my god, are you gonna bite a lizard?
So man bites dog, except
boy.
other way around. Sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, as part of your descent, if you want to try and attack the Akeshti, go ahead.
I don't trust the dice, but I'll give it a shot. We'll take a swing at him with my open hand.
Here comes your one.
You give
Oh
Gur
my
a
God.
chance to hit, and he gets a cosmic crit.
It's a cosmic crit,
It is
everybody!
literally a cosmic crit. It's full damage on a critical attack. My
So
God.
Gur falls, and as he falls, he like gouges out one of the guy's eyes.
Well, yeah, I mean, so you trip and
Completely by accident.
somehow tripping adds a little bit of extra oomph to your punch, and you hear a crunching sound as this Akeshti's head basically rotates and his body tumbles down the stairs, like end over end, arms and legs bending the way they probably shouldn't. He lands in a heap at the bottom of the stairs.
Jeez.
It's not pretty.
Bad heckin' day.
So
Gur
Now
has-
Gur
Gur
has
has-
the bomb.
Gur has no idea what's happened, and he's laying prone down on the ground.
he's like, I think I hit him.
Did I get him?
Jeez Louise. Yeah, let me take care of this real quick. All right, buddy. You're a horrible person. I want to put that out there.
I do not disagree with you.
It's not his fault that necks snap easily.
That's
Right.
true.
I just put my hand out for some support, and his head and neck just kind of gave way. How weak.
All right, that'll bring us back to Mouse. You heard something happen on the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's gonna run in and try to help in her mousy way. Just a That's 20 feet. That's 10 feet more. Does she see anybody else?
So if Mouse is taking the opportunity to take a look around, you can kind of see over the balcony that you're currently descending towards. It overlooks the museum proper, and amongst the display cases, you can see other Akeshti who appear to be busying themselves with some sort of task. However, the recent sounds, they're actually looking up at the balcony to try and figure out what's going on.
Well, she's gonna rush past this corpse. And, oh, yep, definitely people. Definitely people there.
Okay, well that was 2 move actions. Oh hey, looks like there's a drone and
Indeed.
something or other here. So yeah, I mean she's taken 2 move actions, but now she can see.
Yes.
Excellent.
You see the Akeshti who appears to be finishing some sort of modification to the drone that she is standing next to. So that brings us to Herald.
Well, that jump down the banister just looked so fun. Herald wants to try it too.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Me too.
Oh, I can't drag myself. I will do
No, yeah, you
this.
got to go around.
Did you want to do
acrobatics?
acrobatics or athletics? I guess I would have offered acrobatics
20.
to Gur if I knew that you would have done better with that. I think.
Oh no, athletics is actually better for me.
That's what I thought. So instead of taking the athletic approach of simply absorbing the shock of falling, Herald kind of hops over the banister and kicks off of the opposite wall to land quite gracefully onto the stairs.
Nice.
You're in
And-
my spot.
Yeah. And from there, I'll what do I want to do? I'll rush forward, saying, "Shoot them, while providing my allies soft cover with my body." Perfect.
Soft, squishy cover.
All right, and that's the end of your turn, I take it.
Yeah.
All right. So, as everyone starts to kind of get an idea of what's going on, I guess, except for Kaylin, who is currently standing next to a couple of conference rooms up in the waiting room.
That's fine. I'll catch up eventually.
They'll get there. Savash, well, I guess I know that her name is Savash. This Akeshti slowly stands up from the drone that she's modifying and turns around to glare at the group, and she's especially taking note of the body of her fallen comrade. She says, "You're going to
No,
pay for that."
no, that's the shapeshifter that fell.
She saw Gur punch him.
As always, my friend, I think the jig is up.
You can make a bluff check if you really want.
Oh, I do.
All right.
It's all I have.
I just want to know how many negatives he's taking at this point.
I got a 17.
Oh,
All right.
She rolled pretty well. So.
All right. Just shoot me. Just shoot me. I want it.
oh no.
Yikes.
Let me go ahead and pop up this individual so you can see how cool she is. She's pretty rad. Appears to be an Akeshti engineer or mechanic of some sort. But
With a
he's-
cape.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You know, capes automatically make people way cooler.
No capes.
No capes. So yes, the security robot that she's been working on wears to life and advances. Will take a shot at you, Herald.
Traitor.
Oh my gosh, did I really? Oh, I did really. You guys, I can't believe it.
Yeah, you missed really bad, right?
Another crit, huh?
No. Nothing like that. I actually failed to. I have the stats for every monster in this whole
Except
thing,
this engineer. don't you?
except for this drone. For some reason, I forgot to get the stats for the drone, so I'm looking it up real quick.
Just literally unplayable.
I know.
In the meantime, remember to visit Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Oh, sorry, shit, wrong show.
Yes, so that's actually going to be a 16 versus EAC. Does that hit you, Herald?
It hits. Everything hits Herald.
Everything hits Herald. Actually, yeah, there were some misses when you were in the Zazor outpost, I remember.
I don't remember. I'll take your damage.
Really? You don't remember the glorious crit you got?
Well, he
Oh.
remembers that, I'm sure.
I remember that. I remember the crits I do, not the crits I take. It's a sort
I don't
of a
think he was
self-protective memory.
That will be 3 non-lethal electricity damage as it fires its stun weaponry at you,
Got it.
which will bring us to Kaylin.
Oh, well, I guess I will go down, join my friends.
There's some stuff going on down these stairs.
Right? I'm sure I hear lots of fun noises of Herald getting into trouble down here. Yeah, something like that. Okay, that's 40. That's one move action.
So fast.
45. My telekinetic projectiles 30, 35 feet, so I can't quite get it there. So I'll pull my gun as I move and give it a shot with the good old static arc pistol.
I'd say you're above Ninden in this case. She's standing directly behind Ninden, higher on the stairs. So
yeah, so I can probably see over his head, right?
yeah, there's no cover happening here.
So taking careful aim, sort of between Ninden and Gersh, with a 23 to hit that drone.
Right. Yeah, that definitely
electricity damage.
And I believe that electricity damage on a drone is at like 1.5 times damage.
Only if it's vulnerable.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's not
if it's
all
a
robots.
mechanic's drone, then no.
it is not a mechanic's drone. This is just a regular security robot. So
Then you'll need to find the stats, I'm afraid.
no,
Yeah,
I
it's all
got it.
robots.
It's vulnerable to electricity. So you notice that it's
Nice.
particularly effective when you shoot it with your electric gun, your static arc pistol.
Well,
All right.
Kaylin doesn't have any engineering. She doesn't know anything about it.
No, but it appears to really not like being shot by electricity.
Ooh.
It does the R2D2 whoa sound. All right,
That
so
was some Foley guys, best work.
that was super good. What I did was not good, but so anyway, the Akeshti, standing behind the drone, she places herself close to the wall and calls out to the Akeshti down the stairs to her north. Get up here and help me! And she takes a shot at Herald as well. For daring to look like her comrade. I'm going to assume that an 11 misses EAC, however.
Herald accidentally ducks.
Accidentally avoiding fire. Like
Yep.
he dodged what would be technically considered the wrong direction, but it just happens to work out in his favor.
Yep.
All right. That will bring us to Ninden.
With a strong 6 in initiative.
Mhm.
Ninden would like to... Oh, wait, the drone moved up, so... Wait, from here... Ah, the drone is just too far away. Alright, so Ninden is going to have to charge the drone. Except he wants to charge the lady instead. The lady Akeshti. So that's what he's going to do, possibly provoking an attack of opportunity from the drone.
You know, I'm never quite sure how that stuff works out, because apparently in Starfinder, if you fire a ranged weapon, you're not ready to hit with a melee weapon. But I mean, it's a drone.
But the drone
and
has
it
a...
has both, so
It has a slam attack.
it does have a slam attack. You're correct about that. So I imagine it would probably try to take a hit. I mean,
Yeah, totally.
It's Ninden. Ninden deserves to be hit a few times.
He does.
He's got so many hit points.
What
Connect.
happened?
Nothing.
fine.
Problem solved.
Everything's fine. Don't worry, no issues here.
Hit
So
me!
let's see.
Hit me!
Does a 17 hit your KAC?
Oh, you know, I should have been prepared to know my ACs. Yes, it ties, so yes, it hits.
Oh my gosh. Something hit Ninden with a KAC attack.
Yeah, I'm as shocked as
So
you are.
many just tank things.
That is actually max damage, so it does 9 bludgeoning damage as it whirls around to whack you as you move past it.
Perfect. I wanted some entropy points.
There you go.
So
You're
I have
welcome. I have delivered
one entropy point,
I have delivered to you unto you a gift of entropy.
and now a 17 won't hit my KAC.
There you go. You're all
Next
set.
time. Next time. So anyway, I'm charging. I've never charged as not a blitz soldier before. What's the penalty to the attack? -2.
Do you suffer a penalty to your attack, or is it just to your AC?
I think that's a Pathfinderism.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna make an attack roll for simplicity's sake.
Yeah,
I'm going to.
roll first.
I punch the lady with my entropically infused pulse gun.
Okie doke.
Yeah. That's a 16 versus EAC for 9 points of acid damage. If that hits her EAC.
I think even with a -2, yeah, with a -2, that would still hit. So, let's see, 9 damage.
9 points of acid damage to the face.
Okay.
Shoot
not
my
a-
captain, why don't you?
she hasn't, in fact, shot your captain.
Threaten my captain.
she hisses in pain as that fist lands in a sensitive spot, delivering acid infused damage. So, I believe that was the end of your turn. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, and we have confirmed it is a -2, and my AC is 2 lower for the rest of the round.
Right.
But yes,
So-
that is my turn.
A 17 will hit you again.
Nah, a 17 will hit you again.
Wow, is that what I sound like? Oh my god.
No,
That's you. That's what you sound like.
Yeah, it's a
I
perfect
know.
imitation.
it was the SpongeBob meme.
I never listened to myself.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Jeez.
No, I have to
Turn
listen to
over,
myself
sure.
every week because I like to make sure that the episodes are turning out okay. It's hell. It's like a version of hell.
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, you sort of get used to it. It never completely goes away.
No. That would bring us back to the top of the round. Gur.
Who is going to stand up for his move action and take another move to move forward, and that'll be it.
See, descending down the stairs to stand in front of his captain.
I'll protect you.
Like you're playing leapfrog. Like Herald, put himself in front of Mouse, and now you're putting yourself in front
Yeah.
of Herald.
Herald, I'll protect you. Gracious. No, I'll protect you.
And then Mouse, I'll protect you.
Gotta rotate that
Oh
stamina
god, Mouse,
damage.
no!
Wait, no, Mouse, no.
Wait, Mouse, no, you'll get hurt.
Speaking of Mouse, it's Mouse's turn.
Oh boy. Mouse is gonna try and murder it up. Let's see.
That's her catchphrase. Time to murder it up.
Actually, what she's gonna do is, So, is this like any kind of drone? Would I
you
be
wanna,
able to overload it?
what is overload? Let me look up
Okay.
the rules for overload.
Actually,
specifically.
overload doesn't affect androids, cybernetic drones, powered armor, robots, or creatures. Okay, blah blah blah.
Okay, well there you go.
Never mind. Yeah.
Later in the game, you will be able to, but not yet.
Not quite.
Okay.
Hit it with your sword.
Really? Okay, fine. She moves right up next to that robot, and she stabs it with her sword because
Or at least attempts to.
Simon said so.
Oh.
Because
Simon says stab it.
Stab it. That's a
Oh
12.
no. Wow. Just Mouse is just very unlucky with attack rolls.
Yeah.
Ty-
she
typically
missed
nails
first,
the
like,
skill
3
checks.
or so.
Yeah. That is not quite enough. The blade kind of harmlessly deflects off of the metallic body of the drone. But if it tries to do some stuff, you're within attack of opportunity range. So
Good.
that's actually typically where Mouse has done the best. I've noticed she nails like crits on attacks of opportunity. So we'll see. Herald.
Herald's voice will emanate from the throat of this lizard monster and say, "That's it, Ninden! Take down this gang. They don't belong in a museum." And encourage him with 9 stamina.
This doesn't belong in a museum.
I was just gonna say.
Unless it's their skeletons after we've killed them.
Speaking of, you're actually standing directly beneath the fire whale skeleton replica that you noticed before.
Fireware whale.
Where whale?
A werewhale. Oh god!
Oh lord.
All right, so is that
Get away! I'm starting to turn.
And then with,
Is that it for Herald?
with my move action, I'll stoop behind this. Is this like a wall here? to the
Yeah,
north?
so you're on top of a balcony looking down into the museum proper. You can see amongst the display cases there are Akeshti who are now raising from their tools that they were using to break into said display cases and preparing to fight.
All right, then. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, just moving into the room and looking down on the balcony to get a feel for the room.
All right. Will bring us to the security robot. Seeing a little gnome in front of it is going to try to swing with its little arms.
Yeah, well,
Its little drone
Bring
arms.
bring it.
I don't think it's going to hit with that.
Better not.
We'll see. 16 on KAC?
That meets.
Oh, so it does hit. I'm sorry.
Grr.
That'll be 7
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage as it whaps Mouse probably directly in the head zone,
Ow!
delivering a bonk.
Ow!
Bonk
So 7?
received. Yes, 7 bludgeoning damage. If it is not resisted in some way.
No. I mean, she's wearing basically a trumped up hoodie.
Mhm. Okay. One of the Akeshtis from below emerges at the top of the stairs with a pulsecaster rifle. Kaelin, it is your turn.
I was looking at distances
Mhm.
and thinking very, very deeply about them. Now, my pistol was pretty effective against that robot,
Mhm.
but it's got all kinds of soft cover now. I just don't like that. This one probably
I would
doesn't,
say
but that's 60 feet. But -2 is better than -4, so let's take a shot at the one that just came up the stairs.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, so it's a flying robot attacking a gnome. So I don't really think that it would have soft cover in this instance. I mean, probably strictly, technically in the rules it would, but I don't
It
know.
would, but if you'll give it to me, I'll shoot it.
Yeah, if you want to shoot the drone, shoot the drone.
All right.
Shoot the
Seeing
drone.
it pop up above Mouse's head enough that you get a clear shot, Kaelin quickly snaps back to her original plan and takes a shot at that drone. That's a 22 on the dice for
Oh my
5
gosh.
well, not on the dice, but total for
Yeah.
5 electricity damage.
You got a 22 on the dice?
I know, right? Static.
Man,
Weird.
that super premium, super duper Roll20 subscription is really paying off.
It is. This is what happens if you give them money. You get 22 on a d20.
Like suddenly Nolan's face like leans into the screen. He winks at you before he disappears again.
Like God descending from the sky.
Hear that,
Enjoy
Nolan
this-
T? We like you. And
Enjoy
you
this
keep doing good
20.
things.
Enjoy this 22 on a 20-sided die, my child.
I bring you blessings of the roll 20.
Shortly after getting bonked on the head and lifting up from you, Mouse, you notice that it gets shot again by your friend Kaelin.
Thanks,
Um,
Kaelin!
And
did
takes
you want
damage
to-
and a half.
Yes, it does. Would you like to utilize your move action, Kaelin?
Oh, that's right. I still have a move. I will, I'll come a bit further down the stairs. I think I'll be, not more line of sight, but I kind of like the height advantage. I'll
Mhm.
be, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good spot to be.
Alrighty.
Here
This
being,
brings us- Go ahead.
closer to the bottom of the stairs where she can see over the whole balcony here.
Oh yeah, you can observe the whole thing going on down below. You see that there are more
What's
combatants
going on?
about to enter the fray. I am going to ask, however, as we enter Savasha's turn, would we like to take a break?
I would love a bio break.
Yes.
That would be
So,
fantastic.
all right. So mid-combat break, not ideal, but you know that's how it goes
But
sometimes.
when you pull the whole dungeon like we do,
I was going to say, feels like there's going to be lots of combat for a
You
bit.
know, when I was setting this up, I was like, I don't really see how you can do this without alerting literally everybody. So I was like, I think this is probably just going to be a really long fight. So that's what it's gearing up to be. We're going to go take a break, sample the facilities, enjoy our time in the restroom, find the bathroom in real life, and we will return in about 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Hello. I hope everybody enjoyed their break, had a nice snack, is ready for the second half of today's episode. I know I am. How about you guys? Are you ready?
No, but we're gonna do this anyway.
When am I ever ready?
Clearly,
I need-
Ninden wasn't ready because more baddies keep coming in on the initiative above him.
Oh God, they do.
Yeah.
That's right. We were in the middle of a fight, weren't we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. There were all these baddies down here.
Yeah.
That's I forgot about.
And now they're making their way up the stairs. Here,
Poor Minden.
let me set the mood again.
Yeah, I need battle music. Battle music.
Yeah, it's coming back. I just didn't want battle music playing when I was going to the bathroom.
Understandable.
Don't you want to feel like epic?
Dun, 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 dun.
Pew pew. No, anyway, it's
Wow.
now Savash's turn. So when you approach Ninden, she reaches. She drops her gun, and you see that she charges up her own pulse gauntlet. But perhaps surprising to you, she suddenly bobs her head forward and attempts to shoot your eyes with blood from her own eyes.
Oh. How gross.
Missing. However, she does spray your armor
He's
with
prepared. He's prepared because I told him she could do this.
her blood.
What the prunk? Oh, that's disgusting. You're bleeding. I didn't hit you that hard.
Not sanitary. Not one bit.
All right, this other Akeshti is gonna come up from the lower floor and kneel down on the stairs, taking aim at the group. Let's see. And the other two are come up and create something of a firing line to get ready for this whole situation. Ninden, you suddenly find yourself, well, I guess it's familiar territory for you, but you are surrounded
Yes.
on all ends
Excellent.
by different combatants.
He's surrounded on all sides, exactly according to plan.
Just as according to Keikaku.
Keikaku here means
Translator's note.
plan.
Translator's note, Keikaku is Japanese for plan.
Ninden is
Never
going to do possibly a foolish thing and move away from the lady to cause a bit of a traffic jam on the stairs.
Oh, she's gladly going to try to hit you as you do that.
Okay, do it.
I think she did. Let me see here. Gosh, what is your melee attack? Oh, yeah, that's a hit. That would be a 21. There's no
Yep,
way that didn't
hits.
hit you. She's not super great at doing damage, however. It's going to hit you for 3 bludgeoning. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. And then eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Ninden is going to punch the one to his left with one
Okey
punch.
doke.
For you listeners at home who are not seeing this, there are 4 little lizards trying to get up the stairs, and Ninden is standing at the top of them.
Is that like a childhood rhyme? Like,
Oh, we doing that?
Eeny, meeny,
Four
miny, that
little-
one. Yeah.
Four little lizards going
climbing
upstairs.
One
Ninden
falls down
punches
and
them.
and then just straight up punches one.
So he's going to punch for 20 to hit against
Oh, that'll
EAC
hit.
for 8 points of acid damage.
Oh yeah, that's not appreciated for sure.
No, he shouldn't appreciate it.
He
should
would
only
like to return that gift, if he could.
It's not his turn.
Oh, okay. No, I mean like he'd like to return it. Like he's like, oh no, I don't want this.
no.
I would like to return it.
No
Well,
returns,
does
no
he have
refund.
the gift receipt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did you
it's,
give him a gift receipt with that punch, Ninden?
No, there was no. I don't give receipts. You think I keep receipts? I don't even keep receipts.
If you don't have receipts, whenever you get involved in Twitter drama, you're going to be on the losing side.
Oh goodness, yeah. I'm. Okay.
Like,
Well, it's,
oh boy.
my turn's over.
All right, is there nothing else you want to do with your turn? I'm going to
I
assume there's
moved.
nothing you can do.
I moved and I standarded. I don't have a swift.
Okie doke. That'll make it Gur. It's your Gurn. Ha.
Incidentally, everybody has a +1 to hit enemies that I threaten that I'm not giving cover to. I
Oh,
have
what is that? A
coordinated
coordinated assault or
coordinated
whatever?
shot.
Cool.
Coordinated shot,
Okay.
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
Gur, seeing his friend move into the fray, is going to come in right alongside him and just grab the guy that he just hit and try to bite at his neck. With a 23 to
So
hit.
intimate.
Oh my
11
God.
damage.
Gosh.
Gur looks like he's going in for a loving embrace and then just rips like a big chunk of flesh out of the guy's neck.
Thank God. Yeah.
Those
So,
grenades.
when you step in and he's distracted by the punch. He's a little bit punch drunk from that, but then you come in and you're easily able to tear at the throat. Yeah, that definitely kills it.
Yikes!
This kills the Akashti.
So Gur comes back. He's got a bit of jugular just hanging out of his teeth again, and he's
Gosh
God.
darn it. He needs
got
to
a really-
stop doing that. That's so creepy.
he's got a really creepy smile, like just blood pouring down his chin.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well,
Guess
well,
those
well done,
bastards are
Gur.
doing Something.
Mouse, it's your turn.
Well, Mouse is going to try and disembowel this robot.
Okay.
And hopefully it won't be as awful as all the other times she's used the sword.
Have you targeted him yet? Have you targeted the
Oh,
drone yet?
yes. No, I couldn't because I moved.
That's right.
That's right.
Serendipity. Target locked. Alright.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't think you can disembowel a robot. It doesn't
Oh,
have
Judge.
bowels.
whoa! Oh my God!
Cords come spilling out.
Oh yeah.
That is a.
That's a 19 for you, those of you at home.
For 9 damage.
Cords come
Yeah,
spilling out. Mouse gets covered in oil.
That definitely hits.
Horror in the deep.
So it's hovering above you, so you're swinging up at it. As you swing your sword, you actually get right in that undercarriage. You know that soft undercarriage, robo undercarriage, and yeah, like oil and wires come flying out of the gash that you leave beneath it, and it sputters and makes all kinds of interesting drone noises before it collapses to the ground. Yeah, asterisk, distress droid noises, asterisk. And yeah, collapses in a heap at your feet.
Doodly doo! Congratulations, Mouse Balloony. You've earned the Robo Hacker achievement by destroying a drone in melee combat.
With a slashing weapon.
Serendipity.
You literally hacked that that drone. You hacked it.
Yes, exactly. Hence the name of the achievement.
I was gonna say these achievements are getting punnier and punnier, and I love it.
I can't remember any of them.
That will bring us to Herald.
Great work, Mouse. Great work. Now do that same thing to the lizard. I think it actually has bowels. If my remembrance of how organs work is correct. This inspiring speech restores 7 stamina to Mouse.
7, not 9?
Well, she's maxed out at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm not sure why I feel better, but I do.
This seems to be how it works.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
Moves are
Just
for
hanging out at the
suckers.
balcony's edge. There's a really pleasant sun hologram hanging from the ceiling near you. It's really cool.
I admire it as a move action.
You take 3 seconds to admire a sun hologram. Halen, it is your turn. Still on the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna use since that robot is dead, I'm gonna use my standard action to cast. Oh, I didn't make whatchamacallit, a spell thing in my character sheet for it, but I'm gonna cast my Wisp ally that I picked up here at 3rd level. Can I get a little something to be a Wisp token? Didn't occur to me that I would need one, but I will.
Oh no.
You could just draw a little.
Well, but I can't
square
move it if
or
I
something.
draw it.
Yeah, you can.
I
And
don't
just
think.
just
So
redraw.
just delete it and redraw it. Yeah, you can do it that way.
I need to move it like a token.
Well, we are in combat right now.
Ugh.
Let me see.
This is
Yeah.
exactly my problem.
We
In
can
the
go with, let me see
in
if
the
I can
gallery,
find
you could
something.
just put Wisp in search.
We will go
Maybe
with.
I can
How
grab
about this? How
this?
about this?
No, yeah, I can't move it.
That's fine. I'll move it for you. Just tell me where you want it to move.
That's the thing is I need the ruler. So I can cast it 30 feet from me. So
Okay.
towards
Put it
that
here?
Akeshti. Yep.
Okay.
And then I direct it with my move action to move up to that Akeshti.
Savash over on the east side.
Yes.
Okay.
The bossy one.
Okay.
And we'll
Should keep her
actually
alive.
be in her square. And we're gonna give covering fire.
Okay. So it's
Against-
technically in her square.
Yes.
Okay. So that
Occupies the
confers-
same space as an enemy. Provides either harrying fire or fire. We're gonna choose.
Okay. And what does covering fire do? Does that reduce her
It gives a
attack rolls?
bonus to AC.
Okay.
But I'll pull up the exact rules because that's all I got.
Okie doke. It would be her turn. So she's going to take a penalty to attacking people, I guess.
Bonus to AC.
So she has a bonus to her AC?
No.
No,
The next
for-
person she attacks, they bonus to their AC. I'm pulling up the exact.
You're
rules
coming
right
through
now.
kind of quiet, so I'm having a little trouble hearing.
Am I?
Yes.
That's odd.
That's fine.
Anyway, I'm
so-
pulling up the exact rules right now, so.
Alright, I'm gonna roll. Oh my. Okay, well, doesn't matter. She rolled a 20. Let's see here.
On whom?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? She's got a lot of targets. She's gonna keep trying to attack Ninden because he's the one that approached her. And
Oh,
he's
good. I
now-
get another
Going
point
after-
of entropy then.
I was gonna say you're. I don't think you're gonna be too upset about being hit by this, probably.
No.
Let's see here. It is just a pulse caster pistol, however, so it's really not that exciting.
Uh-huh.
Take 6 non-lethal energy damage, Ninden. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh
Um,
no.
So I was critted on, and I got double the damage that or double my level in damage, so I get a total of 2 entropy points. I'm going to spend one of those as a reaction
Oh, to
in
do
order
what?
to mitigate this damage by my level.
Oh,
So
okay.
I take 3 points of electricity damage.
All right then.
Thank you.
And she's gonna move down into the corner. Does the wisp follow her? Or-
Yes.
It does, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wisp
It's
ally
jogging
is
her.
low-key
She's
pretty great.
waving her arm at it, trying to get it out of her face.
Yeah, it's like a little ball of light that's just sort of like zooming about her head,
Hi!
being very distracting.
Listen! Hey! Listen!
Exactly.
Grr.
Yes.
Never mind. The Akeshti here attempts to blast you with a squirt of eye blood. But it rolls a 1, so it just kind of sprays on the stairs in front of you instead.
Oh, buddy, you should get that checked out.
It hisses.
This is disgusting.
These two are going to take shots at Gur because they just bit the fuck out of their friend. The pronk out of their friend. Let's see here.
Still got some jugular hanging out of his mouth.
That's probably going to hit. That is not going to hit. I'm going to assume 17 hits your EAC.
I believe that meets, so yes.
All right.
I'm going to use my reactive ability once per day. I can take an
Okay.
extra reaction. I'm going to react to give him a +2 to his AC, so that doesn't hit.
Wait. Did you
Hey!
not already use your reaction?
I get the level 3 ability of a Vanguard is to react once per day. You can take an additional reaction during 1 round, though you can still only take 1 reaction per triggering event. So I can take a second reaction this round using my once per day ability.
As long as it's on a different event. That is fascinating. I love it.
Huh. All right. Well, I guess that doesn't hit Gur then. That will bring us to Ninden.
Ninden is going to shift. No, he's not going to shift. He's just going to punch twice. Full attack. Punch on blue. Stop squirting blood in my eyes!
Trying to hit Gur with that one.
No.
I sent... I thought I sent it. Let me try again. Ah. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, we'll take the first one, I guess, because I clicked that. It just didn't go through for some reason.
Gotcha.
So I have a 9 to hit EAC and a 10 to hit EAC.
Believe it or not, both of those are a miss.
Yeah, go figure.
What?
You go swinging at this Akeshi. It seems to be ready for you. It looks like it's reaching for its long sword at this point. Gur.
Is going to shift down the stairs and do the same thing to a green friend.
Okie doke.
With a 13 to hit KAC. Probably not.
Not quite. Very close.
Good to know. Good to know. But that'll be the extent of my... Yeah, because I did a move and yeah.
All right. That will be Mouse.
All right. Mouse needs a new victim.
She's gonna go and gang up on this this other mechanic.
Okay.
So she's gonna move and stab.
Situation is not looking quite bloodied yet, so.
Does she get a bonus to it, or is it the... Let's see. Okay, no. Never mind. So the wisp is just distracting that mechanic. It doesn't give me any bonuses to
You
hit.
have a +2 to AC if it tries to hit you.
Score. Cool. All right. Well, stabby stab. That's a 15.
That will actually hit, so...
Woo! Unfortunately, she
4.
rolled bottom damage, so it's only 4.
Yeah. 4 slashing damage as you cut across the midsection area, creating a gash in the armor.
Yeah.
All right. We'll bring us back to Herald.
Herald will idly try to aim his weapon in the general direction of that mechanic.
Oh, for cripe's sake.
So you're trying to invoke a crit again. Well, you
Yes.
got to hit. Yeah. So
It's an 18
Herald.
for 6 electric damage.
All right. Yeah. At this point, it looks like she is bloodied.
Nice.
Uh,
And I'll
as
move a little bit
blood
away from
erupts from the open armor wound that has been created by Mouse's sword after she gets shocked.
They'll do it for me.
All right, and Herald has moved south against the wall. Do you hug the wall? Are you a wall hugger?
I have been known to hug a wall or two.
You dirty wall hugger.
All right, Galen.
All right, I'm gonna have it do harrying fire this turn. The wisp this is its second round in existence,
Okay.
and it gets 3. And then I like being able to see everything, but I also like being closer to things. So I'm gonna go here.
Okay. So
down
Galen
onto
gets-
the balcony proper itself, right about where Herald used to be before he moved over.
I'll make sure to take a move action to admire that sun.
You can admire the sun as part of your move action if you would like to.
Oh,
As long
I
as your
admire the
BAB is
sun
1
as
or
part of my
more.
move action as I move past it here. Yeah, we're gonna focus fire on that Keshti there. So I will go ahead and toss a. Oh gosh, I can't. We're in a museum. What is there to toss? There's a, let's say a
Trash can.
There's
Well, there's
trash
bits and pieces
can.
of the drone.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'll toss like one of its legs.
Sure.
something at that Akeshti. I do
Ooh.
get my +2, which makes it a 12. But that's probably still not enough.
Not quite. It the arm flails terrifyingly towards the Akeshti, and it bangs against the wall, scuffing it. You monster.
Even in death, the droid refuses to harm its master.
That's all I've got.
The drone does appear to be security for the museum that has been rewired to work for Sivash. It's had a lot of rewiring done to it now by a much larger and less appropriate tool. All right, Sivash is
Do you
going
think they're going to take that out of our first paycheck?
Sivash is going to attempt to thwack Mouse twice. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna do it. The 14 hit KAC?
No! Ha ha ha! She dodges nimbly.
Does a 18 hit KAC.
She does not dodge this one as nimbly. That does hit.
So Sivash kind of swings a left hook that goes over Mouse's head, but then she kind of delivers a right upper that connects right into Mouse's dodge for 4 bludgeoning damage. Not that bad. It's
Okay, that's not too bad. It just kind of knocks the wind out of her real quick.
Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Okay, Ninden. You're being
Ninden.
attacked.
Okay, I was like, wait, I see 3 more people in the turn order here.
Yes, and one of them attempts to
Alright.
hit you, failing to
Yep.
do so miserably. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's not good. That's not good. There's 5 on the die. There's no way that's going to hit you. So, even with the giant Starfinder enemy bonuses, that's still not going to hit.
Yeah.
Green is going to attempt to slash Gur. That has a chance. Oh, maybe not as such. It's a 14 hit your KAC, Gur? No.
Negative.
Alright. And then Orange is going to try to shoot Gur again. Oh no. Alright, one of the attacks is a miss, the other one is a 20, so...
Bring it.
Yeah.
Well, craps.
I don't think I can. I don't think Bodyguard is going to help there.
I don't, I don't believe so. It's a pulsecaster rifle. What am I doing? I almost rolled 2 d8s. I fixed myself. That'll be 7 non-lethal energy damage as Gur is hit probably right in the side of the head with a pulsecaster blast.
Ooh, yeah.
Your piercings glow a little bit.
There's just an arc that connects between the two of them.
Oh,
there's
that's
like a literal,
unpleasant.
there's like a little lightning, like a little like a what is that called? A Van de Graaff. What is that? Is that it?
It sounds. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the the little the lightning, the Faraday cage. It's like a Faraday cage, except the connecting points are your earrings.
Yes,
And they arc
exactly.
over your head
Oh,
from one
crikey.
earring to the other.
Precisely what happens.
That'll bring us to Ninden. It's your turn now. You're not being attacked. You're
It is my turn to attack.
Yeah.
I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to try again. I'm going to punch twice.
Okay.
On
Punching
blue.
Blue on the top of the
Yeah.
stairs here.
Hiya. That's
Oof.
not much better. 13 versus EAC might hit.
Oh, EAC? Yes, that first one will connect.
Okay, for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
that
Then the
infused with
9 on the
anything
second
else?
attack.
Or just bludgeoning?
Just bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then the 9 on the second attack should miss.
Oh, it definitely does.
Yeah. All right. That's
Get out of here. Get out of here with that weak sauce.
I will. I will take my weak sauce and I'll go eat it in the corner while somebody else takes their turn.
You enjoy that weak sauce. I hope it's tasty.
Drinking it straight from the bottle. Not even gonna.
You
put
know,
it
it's a
on
little.
anything.
It's a little thin.
Jeez. Well, Gur is going to go ahead and take a full attack, but the first one is going to be a bite and the second one's going to be a punch. So we're just
Okay.
subtract 4 from each of these, please.
Sure.
So he tries to bite with an 11, and then punch with a 12.
No, both of those miss. Seems like Green is wise to your bitey ways, and leans sufficiently far enough away to not get hit by it.
Catching on, Ace. Smart
Green
move.
was sufficiently traumatized by the sight of his, comrade's jugular in your mouth.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That left an impression.
his friend probably turned around facing him, really B-movie dramatically, like holding his neck.
Yeah. And then collapses on the stairway.
Sprayed him with inordinate amounts of blood, more blood than should be in a body.
The blood's supposed to come from the eyes, not the neck. All right.
Oh God, Larry, why?
Mouse.
He only had one more day till retirement. She's
Till
gonna
gang
stab
retirement?
This person again.
Okay. Are you gonna stab as a full attack, or are you going to target an attack?
She's gonna target and attack.
All right.
All right, Serendipity, lock on.
Locking on. For 19.
Oof. Oh no.
And
Hell,
9
there you go.
damage.
Okay. I was gonna ask Kaylin if that +2 to the attack is working in this case, but not needed. That attack goes straight through armor and cuts deep across Savash's torso, and she staggers against the wall, trying to grip at some sort of surface that isn't there, and she collapses to the ground.
Doodle-doo. Congratulations, Mascolini. You are one kill away from receiving the shish kebab achievement with this sword.
God. Oh God, why?
Maybe we should try. Well, it's too late now. Maybe we should try and keep her alive.
Potentially.
Caitlin, can you
Sorry.
stabilize her?
Probably.
So yes, Herald.
I totally forgot that you said that we should keep her alive. My apologies. Mouse
No,
is just
Mouse. She
got
has the
so much
bloodlust.
bloodlust,
That's okay.
yeah.
It was the heat of the moment.
It's okay, we
A
got
little bit
stabilize.
worried.
All right, let's just wrap this whole thing up. Gur, you're doing great. Just maybe use a grenade next time there's 4 enemies clustered together. But I'm pretty proud of you in general. That still heals 9 stamina.
I didn't want to damage the nerd stuff. I was told not to damage the nerd stuff.
I mean, they were on the stairs. I don't think the stairs are part of the exhibit.
You think I understand a
actually,
museum? This could have very easily been an installation. I don't know these things.
I like
Yeah,
how
the-
Herald's
the
totally okay
stairs
with.
have a particular learning part. They're numbered precisely to indicate the levels of the blah blah. And she just kind of starts launching into a thing, and she'll continue talking about this until her next turn
Right.
as a free action.
The stairs also have kind of like a weird curve to their design, and they are referred to as the learning curve. All right.
Boo.
You hurt me. You hurt me real bad.
Kaylin, it's your turn.
I don't feel so good.
I will
No- Mouse is kind
stabilize
of
that
alive.
boss. With a standard action, cast stabilize.
You can do that at a distance, right?
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. I'll double check, but I feel like the last time I was like, it's a touch, and everyone went, no, it's not.
I think it's
Do it
30
from
foot.
anywhere you want.
It's
I think
a 25 plus 5 per turn.
So 30.
Nice. Yeah.
Um,
You believe that it has taken hold. You feel that the magic actually functions. So.
and then I will move over on the other side of Ninden. Or actually, I'll move over right next to the boss I just stabilized anyway.
Okay.
So that I have a clear line of sight on the remaining 3, and also I can tape up that.
Okay.
Get up and
So
smack
we
his
have
hand.
We have Mouse and Kaylin in the corner of the room, and Ninden and Gur at the top of the stairs, holding it down for the rest of the group.
I suppose I'll offer to the 3 remaining lizards. It isn't. You are allowed to surrender, and we'll stop fighting you. You can just tell us what you're doing here, and we can all make it home safely.
You get a loud hiss in response and say, "Let's of us go!"
Well, that can certainly be part of the negotiations.
Does not appear he's going to take the bait on that one. Well, it's not bait necessarily, but he's not hooked. Blue is going to take a couple of swings at Ninden, missing horribly with both attacks. Green, standing directly below Gur on the stairs, is going to try and respond to the bite and punch combo with a sword and sword combo. Ooh. It was an 18 hit KAC.
Man, 18 minus 4. Wow. Yes, it does.
By how much?
My KAC is 17, so it beats it by 1.
I'm going to react normally with Bodyguard to increase your AC by 2 for that attack.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was an 18 on the die, so they get a +4 to the attack.
Right.
No. If you're
I
questioning my judgment.
I was not questioning your judgment. I was just exclaiming.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I was concerned. I was sitting there scoffing in my head. He'll never hit with a full attack.
Meanwhile, Ninden, the one at the farther down the stairs, attempts to take a shot up at you. Does a 18 hit your EAC?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That is 1 non-lethal energy damage from that.
Oh,
right
How could you?
I'm offended. How am I supposed to get entropy points with this kind of damage, man?
Okay, Ninden, it's your turn. Things are seeming to wrap up pretty handily here. But it does not look like these guys are willing to back down. If you're interested in not killing them, you're going to have to put that effort forward yourself.
Yeah,
You have their boss.
we have their boss, and that was kind of it. Ninden's not necessarily... Like, the thing is, these guys are trespassing. Even if they are using non-lethal weapons. I don't know. Alright, Ninden will take one...
Steal the exhibits.
We'll try to stabilize them, and don't worry about it.
Alright, then Ninden's gonna take 2 punches on Blue.
Okay.
Oh, 19 versus the AC for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. And this is not non-lethal, correct?
Not non-lethal, correct.
Okay, so it is lethal. Okay, I could have said that. I could have said that a lot easier.
So could I, but I followed your lead.
Yeah, that first hit connects, and the second one misses because he gets hit and goes tumbling down the stairs.
Drops like a sack of potatoes.
His friend fails to catch him as he's holding his arm.
Ironically, he would have survived most of the fall, except on that last, that last step or so. Landed at a bad angle and.
Oh.
And then that was my turn because that was a full action.
Yes. Grr.
Oh man. Do I try? Yeah. No. I'm just going for a bite again.
Mm-hmm. Gonna do a bite.
Yep. Gonna take a quick bite. A quick bite with a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
He tried to hit me with his sword, and as he pulls his hand back, Gur just kind of like lunges, arms behind his back with his mouth, and just bites him right on the bicep.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, you hit somewhere worse than that because that does take him down.
It does. Okay, so never mind. He lunges for that, but he gets him on the shoulder and tears out like
part of the neck.
Yeah.
The base of the neck meat.
Yeah, exactly. Not quite the jugular, but enough that he's bleeding out.
All right. Yeah.
Jeez.
You're standing above two ripped open Akeshti on the stairway here.
Yeah, and since that was
This,
just a single attack, he's gonna go ahead and move down here.
Okay. Uh-oh. It might be flanking buddy's time.
Oh yes, if he
It might be
survives that
flanking
long.
buddy's time.
Mouse!
Right?
I don't know. We haven't done any
All
damage.
right, all right, all right.
These guys don't have a lot of health. I'm kind of surprised the fight has gone on this long, to be honest with you.
Well, she's just
By
gonna
learning
sort of
curve.
run on up.
I love it. Oh! Minden, your status as flanking buddy has been challenged.
Right?
Yeah.
Flanking buddy. Hey!
No!
Mouse has no time for your flirting. We've got to take these guys down. And
Yeah, the
she's
show's already
gonna
been going for about 3 hours. We gotta go.
stab the guy. Oh, only gets a 7. Oh wait, no, actually that's for flanking. Is it like a +1?
It's +2.
It's +2,
+2.
but...
But that 9 is still not enough.
No.
Darn.
Squandered the flanking buddy status.
I'm sorry.
Minden just kind of slowly
Right.
reaches down and grabs Mouse by the head and like picks her up and moves her and then stands where she is. All right, Herald.
Herald heads down the stairs and from the side tries to shoot him with the pistol. This has worked the last 2 times I fired it. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Yeah, we
Oh, wow.
can.
Hey!
Nice.
Minimum damage,
20.
23 to hit, but 2 damage.
All right. Oof. Yeah, the Akeshti, now surrounded on all sides, reaching for his longsword, gets caught right in the chest by the energy blast of the static pistol. Bringing us to Caitlin.
Stabilize them, they said. Kaylin will throw a stabilize at the last one that went down,
Okay.
and use her move action to pull ion tape,
Okie doke.
sort of shaking her head
Yeah.
at the unnecessary brutality
hmm
her friends sometimes do.
All right. Gur, the Akeshti, now above you on the stairs, turns to face you, pulling out the long sword from its scabbard.
Oh no, he has the high ground.
As he previously had attempted to hit you with his bloody eyes, he has the appearance of what appears to be blood red tears rolling down the sides of his face as he sneers at you, attempting to bring his sword to bear. Getting a 16 against KAC, which I think we established is not a hit.
Correct.
It comes very close to your face, but it does not hit. Bringing us to Ninden.
Now, Ninden has a pretty good acrobatics skill. Can I step up onto the railing? There is a railing, listeners,
There
that
is
is
a
dividing the 2 sets of stairs, adjacent to each other. Can I step up on the railing and kick this guy with entropy?
Are you gonna? So you're gonna like try to like grind down the stairs with your space soaps?
Totes. So I want to end there.
All right.
And you know what? We'll tail whip him. We'll just tail whip him because I need my feet to balance. I also
Okay.
need my tail to balance, but it's gonna be fine.
He's gonna try to hit you with an attack of opportunity, but he misses. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. He misses.
I'm going to also to
These
increase
poor guys.
the ridiculousness of this. I'm going to make it non-lethal
Okay.
with my punch.
Okey-doke.
So -4 to this. Oh, I wish I hadn't. That's 11 to hit non-lethally.
Yeah, that is not going to quite do it. Your
Yeah.
tail deflects harmlessly off of its armor.
Poing.
Which brings us to Gur.
Who just kind of like open arms just says, you don't need to cry. I'm here for you. and just punches him right square in between the eyes and feels a very satisfying crunch with that nat 20.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
So it's another crit from Gur for the podcast.
To be fair, I have been fishing today, so...
Yeah. Yeah, the head kind of sinks in a little bit further than it probably should, and then he limply collapses and rolls down the stairs beside you onto the floor below.
I can't stabilize them if you tear their heads off.
I
Alright.
can't stabilize that.
Are we still in combat? Because Gur will make a medicine check to stabilize.
No, we are not in
That's-
combat.
Probably
Okay,
massive
cool.
damage.
Was that more than double his, or was it
Yeah.
his health?
Yes.
Then okay, yeah, never mind.
It's quite dead.
Quite dead. Gur goes to make a medicine check and then realize he can't fix a caved-in face.
No, you cannot.
Shrug.
Congratulations.
All right, there's a moment of quietness now. There's a lot of fighting and commotion, and now it's as quiet as a museum at night with no visitors.
So one note, do I see this thing in the upper left?
Oh, you mean over there? Yeah. So let me get to some room descriptions here, because there's some rooms. So the balcony that you are on looks over the geology exhibits to the north. You see some cases have been opened, and there are ores, gems, and assorted minerals that have been packed away in some backpacks and satchels on the ground that appear to have belonged to the thugs that you've just dispatched. Let me get rid of the turn order here since we don't need. Let me clear it first because there may or may not be another fight. On the wall, there are inset cases with dioramas of solar fusion and various forms of radiation. There's that holographic diagram of the sun above. To the northwest, there is a large curved window that overlooks what appears to be a laboratory. It looks like it's part of the museum. It's an exhibit where viewers can watch scientists work on samples and objects inside of the laboratory. You see that there are robotic arms hanging from the ceiling that it looks like under normal circumstances, visitors would be able to tell to pick up various samples so that they can be picked up and brought closer to the window. Inside of the laboratory, there is a solitary Akeshti with very advanced looking armor, almost looking like an EVA suit. He looks up from the computer terminal that he is currently working on and casts a glance your direction. Let me put that image up.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Lizard helmet.
And he turns back to his work, his fingers quickly moving over the keys. You can see that he has a hacking tool and some sort of strange device you haven't seen before hooked up to the computer that he's working on.
If Ninden is aware of that, Ninden wants to go, like, dashing towards him.
Yeah,
Because he's
I feel
obviously
we
up
need
to no
rush
good.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylin probably actually didn't notice until
People
Ninden
started
and Gur
running.
start to run off as she's taping up the previous named NPC.
Mm-hmm.
But then she will follow.
How do we get in here?
Are there
We see a
controls for those arms?
Yes, but they've been disabled.
Oh, I did not catch that bit. I assume the entrance is down and around this corner.
I didn't tell you they were disabled. You haven't. I allowed you to make that observation. I'm sorry. Did you ask if there was an entrance?
Yes.
You don't see one directly into the laboratory from where you are. However, around the corner, it looks like Gur is taking a look. He does spot a doorway off to the west.
I'll check it. Is it locked?
It does not open.
It does not open. All right. Do I need to make an engineering check to unlock it? Do I not get to unlock this door?
You suspect that you will need to make an engineering check to open.
Fantastic.
In the
Let's
meantime-
see what happens.
So in
Oh,
the
boy.
meantime, I think I'll try to distract this lizard man.
He does not pay attention to you.
Oh, I have an idea.
Mouse, I think I might need your help. This door's a little too complicated for me.
Oh, well, first, Mouse is going to use Amplified Glitch as a standard action. She's going to wirelessly introduce a fast-acting virus into a nearby technological device to briefly cause it to malfunction in a loud, surprising way next to the lizard dude.
Gotcha. So what? So are you just causing one of the computers near him to start malfunctioning?
Yeah.
Honestly, you should probably just do it to the computer that he's.
Okay, yeah, sure, fine.
When that happens, his fingers stop moving for a moment as the computer, the screen starts to glitch out a little bit, and you see him stand up a little bit straighter, and he just puts his hand on the computer and looks at you. And as he does that, the computer rights itself.
Ah,
And as you watch, he continues to stare at you as his fingers begin typing again.
oh, that's horrifying.
Touch typing is the scariest.
Mouse, get to the door.
He knows home row.
All right.
What a villain!
She's gonna scurry over. If I can get my mouse to work. My actual mouse has been acting up. Okay.
Mouse is having mouse problems.
Alright, she's gonna roll engineering and get a 20. Not a pure 20, but with
A dirty
bonuses.
20.
Dirty 20.
It's a naughty 20. It's a bad 20.
Look, okay,
Oh,
let's not
boy.
let this show get too horny. I know we're
Okay, I'm sorry.
the
I'm
horny
sorry.
show on the network, but still.
Yeah. All right. So, as you're able to get the door to open with
Heck
that
yeah.
check.
Naturally.
So, you enter this adjacent laboratory to the one that the individual in the observational lab was in. So this has a long counter and series of tables in the room containing tools, built-in scanning devices. You see mineral samples lying scattered amongst the tools. Near the door to the south, you see a rack with a bunch of white lab coats of various sizes and shapes. Some have fallen to the floor. One in particular is separated from the others. And to the northeast is a door that you suspect will take you into the room with the other Akeshti.
I check the suspicious singled out lab coat.
Appears to have the name Cecil Van. Sessil Van. Embroidered above the pocket. It
Ninden
appears
with-
that the rest of the coats are alphabetized.
Huh. Ninden would like to try the door.
Okay, it does not open.
Ninden steps aside and
Alright.
lets the nerd try the door.
Yeah.
Ooh, 22 this time.
Ooh.
Oh, fine.
Oh no, Mouse got it first. Gur was on the floor looking at this weird lab coat, anyways.
I don't suppose while they're trying to break into the door, we can, Killen and I can gather anything from, like, looking at him? Like, are there any distinguishing marks on his armor?
No, his armor appears. He looks like, unlike the others who are more kind of like gruntish in their attire and their equipment. This guy looks like something of a specialist. Like his armor makes him look like he's like an infiltrator of some sort.
So he doesn't look like a member of the same gang that the rest are.
If he is a more valued member, you would think.
Okay. But no
We
tattoo.
could also.
His outfit is covering basically his entire body, save for his face. So if he has a neck tattoo, you don't see it.
Alright, I guess I'll make my way around to join the rest of the party.
It would be really weird if there was an Akeshti here that was not part of the rest of the Akeshti, since they're pretty difficult. They're pretty rare in this this area of the sun, I guess, or just on the sun in general.
Hmm.
Actually, that 22 did not get the door open, unfortunately. This might be something
Mouse?
that you both need to work at.
Can do.
Oh.
Ooh, Gur got a 26.
Mhm.
I'm just assuming I was getting assisted.
From the window
That's
side,
a
we get
26
Well,
as well.
Doesn't matter. They both do a really good job.
We
Hell
really want to
yeah.
get in there.
Yeah.
So, the door opens up. Let me switch over to the dynamic lighting layer and delete the door. Because, like in Starfinder, doors are deleted. They are not
Yes.
opened. They are
Yes.
removed.
That's what the engineering check was for. It's to delete it from existence.
Yes. It's a very existential check. So, as you step in, the Akeshti at the computer terminal doesn't even look up at you initially, but he eventually bristles, looking kind of annoyed, and he slowly turns to face you. Does anybody say anything, or Gur, don't move
Yeah,
that far.
I was just letting you describe, but Ninden would like to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did we interrupt you?"
Freeze, bad guy.
Mouse mutters under her breath.
No.
Yeah, we can't all have little one-liners.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
but she can have it for herself.
So, at that point, he reaches for his belt and pulls out a survival knife, and he kind of starts slowly swaying to some sort of internal rhythm in his head.
Oh,
And
that's not good.
As he does so, two things happen. 4 images of himself split. So he is surrounded on his left and right flank by 2 after images of himself. And the robotic arms in the room suddenly were to life. And they
Oh,
all
no.
turn to face you.
Operative boss.
How exciting!
Oh, this is
So-
no good.
I would like if people could please roll initiative.
Oh, buddy.
Well,
I've got
I'm getting
something
better.
for this.
And I have just noticed it is getting
Bad. That's only an 8.
very warm in my house. If you would pardon me for just a moment so I can turn down the temperature, I will be right back.
How dare
Unacceptable.
you?
Unacceptable.
I really like the artwork for this Vadak guy.
That's pretty cool.
It's funny how the snoot on his helmet has to be so long, though.
It is. Snoot.
We didn't have a
I'm gonna
chance to
poop
take
that
a-
snoot.
We didn't have a chance to take a rest between these fights.
Oh.
Is
yeah.
anybody down a significant amount? Oh, but we don't get inspiration from Herald this fight then.
No, I'm uninspiring.
Unless you didn't inspire somebody, which I don't think you inspired Kaylin or
Did not
Gur.
inspire Kaylin. I did inspire Gur.
Okay.
I
know
still have
you
all my
inspired
healing
me.
spells. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like we had a chance to really stop. We noticed a guy doing bad things. It's not like
We're
we're gonna give him 10 more minutes to keep doing bad things.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, you're
The
fine.
temperature is on its way to becoming more comfortable.
Good.
Yeah, it's a hot day here too. I had to turn the AC on. It's like high of 85 or something.
Yeah, it's
Jealous.
It's nuts. It's been going crazy this last week. We were in the 90s, and then we were in the 40s, and I suspect we're back in the 90s, which is why I'm feeling the temperature as much as I'm feeling it right now.
Ugh, this is why everyone should live near the ocean. I mean, no one should live near the ocean because I want it to be cheaper to live near the ocean.
Yeah,
Everybody
don't,
where Seth lives.
don't. Yeah, come to Nebraska. Why not?
So,
Let's see here. Sorry, just getting the initiative settled now. How did you guys roll? Did you guys roll okay?
I rolled horribly.
I rolled pretty well considering I'm before the boss.
All
I mean,
right.
I guess as long as you're before the boss.
So you are now confronting some sort of magical individual, and perhaps you're not quite sure. He's got after images. He's got a knife out. He's got robot arms that are looking to do some damage. It looks like. Let's see here. I actually need to move these. They move on his turn, so. Boop. Boop. And they have these robot arms have like railings on the ceiling that they can move around on. However, they're fairly long, so you believe that they can probably reach just about anywhere in this room from wherever they are. They have reach. So, Gur, it is going to be your turn.
He is going to draw and throw his improvised grenade.
Okay.
Just so he only hits. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay, good. Good.
Seeing if you could do it without hitting Ninden.
Yeah.
Don't worry about hitting me. It's gonna do like what, 3 damage if I make my save?
Well, we'll see. It's not about the save. It's about the not disabling your weapons.
What weapons?
Oh, that's right. Well, whatever. Gur draws and throws this, and yeah, reflex save for half and any. I don't suppose these arms run on charges, do they?
I don't believe so. They're not described.
Okay, well, they need to save or lose their turn for the round.
Okay.
This guy needs to save for his for half damage, and also save to make sure that his weapon doesn't lose a charge. Or no, his weapon just automatically loses a charge.
Okay.
What is the DC, my friend?
It does not hit you. I made sure it doesn't hit you. But it's going to be a DC. The grenade level is 3, so that's still just 12. Still just 12 for half.
So the arms, do they have saves? They're not traditional enemies.
Yeah, let me pull up
they
the
do
rules
have
for the
saves.
grenade again real
They
quick.
do have saves.
Starfinder grenades. Give me that. I apologize. I should have probably had this up. Do. So, flare grenade.
The solar flare grenade has an effect. You'd think it would be blinding.
It's because it has an EMP shockwave that goes with it, cause sun.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Each must attempt a Fortitude saving throw, or lose their turn essentially. Be non-powered for a turn.
Okay. So the northernmost robotic arm, the one between you and Ninden, that one appears to have been hit by the full effect of the blast. The other two still seem to be moving about.
Fantastic.
And the Ikeshti himself seems hardly phased by the attack.
I'm sure he has evasion. But it was worth a try.
That's a Fortitude save, isn't it?
It was a Fortitude save for the effect, but there's still 9 damage
Okay.
to be considered too.
So it's reflex and then Fortitude?
Yes.
Interesting.
The arms get a reflex and then a Fortitude save. The guy, I don't think there was a. Yeah, there was not a save for the charges.
Okay. Okay.
No, I was wrong. It does.
my
So
gosh.
his gun needs to make a Fortitude save, I guess.
He doesn't
I
have a
feel
gun.
bad.
He has a knife.
Somehow Mouse never got added to the turn order. Oh, that's
Oh.
right. I forgot to click on my icon and then hit. So, she's at 15.
Okay, I'll add that in.
Oh, too.
You could probably also add it in mouse by rolling your initiative with the clicked token and then changing the number manually.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
too bad.
Mouse, go ahead.
Well,
Mouse is gonna take out her rifle. Let's see. She's gonna take out her auto target rifle and shoot the red one.
Okay. Did she not already have it out, or
She didn't have it out. She needed
okay.
it to get into the.
to get the
she
door
had-
open? Right.
Yeah. I just want to be fair here.
Sure, makes sense.
All right. So that's a 10.
To shoot the arm or the Akeshti?
The arm, the red arm.
Okay. Believe it or not, that is just a miss. So
Just
very
a
close.
miss.
You said-
Darn.
oh, wait, was it EAC or KAC?
Okay.
Oh, it's KAC. Yeah, never mind.
KC, because it's the
No.
yeah.
Yeah, it
If
bounces
it's
off.
she's shooting red, I have coordinated shot, which gives a +1.
I was wrong. I was looking at the EAC. With KAC, it's that unfortunately is still not quite enough.
Darn it!
I'm sorry.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Doing everything for me. Fine. I don't care.
Okay. Moving in a very practiced and skillful manner, this Akeshti kind of weaves his way towards you, Ninda, and then suddenly thrusts his open palm at you.
Ooh. Plot twist.
I have a weird question for you,
Uh-huh.
Minden. Does a 25 hit your EAC?
No, of course.
Does it? Oh, okay. Okay. He misses.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, that's it. Happy ending for everybody. Now we go home. Okay, what you got for me?
Oh, no. Would you believe 21 energy damage?
No.
I mean, I don't want to, but I'll believe whatever you tell me, O fearless leader.
The rest of you watch as this individual seems to cast a spell, firing a giant electrical surge directly with devastating efficacy.
That will happily charge me up with entropy points.
Yeah, there you go. You
Oh
got
yeah.
it.
So see, there's always a silver lining.
There's always a black and green lining. I gain 3 entropy points.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a lot of damage. I tell you what, man.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Grr. The 2 robot arms that are currently functioning start swinging, attempting to smack you.
Step up.
First one rolls a 13, which I don't think is going to be a hit. The second one, however, rolls a 20 against KAC,
Oof.
which I think we've established is a hit.
Yes, that's why I say oof. Sorry.
Oof! That's a 5 bludgeoning damage as it just kind of smacked you across the head. Which will bring us to Herald.
Well, Herald
You've already
can't-
used your inspiring boost on Ninda.
I did.
Do you not have get 'em?
No, I don't have get him. Why would I have that?
Because you're an envoy.
I thought
Herald's-
that was hardwired.
Herald's not like
honestly
other
did.
envoys.
I honestly thought it was just a class skill. I didn't realize you had to choose that.
Herald will move up and shoot some lightning at one of these arms. They seem vulnerable to lightning. Yeah, on fire
Ooh,
today.
are you attacking which one?
Yeah, the red arm.
Okay, the one that is not currently functioning. Yeah, that will.
Sure.
Well, no, I mean it's not moving currently because of the.
Okay,
grenade.
then I guess the green one, if I can see it from here, and that's threatening her.
Oh, sure, why not? I mean the red one's going to turn on next turn, so it's going to start moving again. But
Okay, the red one. Gosh.
oh my gosh, which one am I subtracting this damage from?
Red. I picked red.
Okay, final answer, red. Yes, the electricity damage from your weapon appears to be extra effective against this robotic arm. And is that going to be the end of your turn?
Sure.
Sure. All right, Ninden, you've got a friend.
I have something, all right. Ninden is going to spit out a little bit of blood from coughing that up. And he's going to. He's gonna. What?
Want to delay for flanking buddies?
If you want to provoke, I'm
getting over there anyways.
All right. He's going to spit out some blood and then delay.
In this current configuration, Gur, I would like to point out, this is a computer terminal. You cannot stand in that square.
Really?
Then never mind. Minden is going to take one measured punch at this guy.
You should take a measured step back after that punch.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's not in the room description, but yeah, I'll let you do that if you like.
That's a 21 to hit for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
That will hit.
Yeah. Take
your
it.
Your fist connects with his armor. It's very sturdy. And actually, wait. Haha, he's got images. We forgot about that whole thing.
Aw, dang it.
Well, if I take one of them out, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. You still hit. I was going to do one as a hit. So,
Haha.
yeah, you hit him. And I think that gets rid of an image if you get hit, if I'm right.
That
Or does
sounds
it-
right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
That sounds
I've
correct.
never been a technomancer.
That sounds fair.
That sounds fair.
I like it.
You punch through one of the images and you connect with his armor. He doesn't appear to budge very much from the hit, though. Unlike the other people you've been hitting, it seems like this one is very conditioned for combat. So
Those
something probably in your
images-
Vesk blood is excited about that, I imagine.
Yeah. Those images aren't going to save you.
Ah, challenge.
And,
Right? Good.
Gur, are you okay stepping here, or do you actually want me to step back? Because I mean, you can still hit him if you step here.
I was hoping you would step back so he would try to follow you up, and then we could get flanking. But don't tell the GM this.
Shh! Don't tell Seth. I'm going to. I guess. I mean.
Honestly, do whatever. Do whatever. It's up to you.
Yeah, no, I don't think Ninden would actually back down. Is the problem? So
That's fine.
That's my turn.
All right.
And I won't back down.
Jeez.
You're breaking my heart. Kalen.
It does indeed destroy it.
Okay, I thought so.
Checked. And I will. Oh, hey, look, I can see him. That's line of sight. How
Mhm.
convenient. Mind thrust. I need a will save, please, for the Technomancer.
Ooh. Yeah, he's pretty good at will saves. He's pretty good at those.
And the DC is 15.
Canted flipping dice. Oh no, he doesn't make it.
Yes, that is 11 damage as
Oof.
his brain is overloaded with information.
The way it manifests on him, he just kind of like, you see his head lower for a moment, and then he just shakes it. It seems like he gets over it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
I mean,
shake,
it's only,
shake.
what, 3 seconds? So, I don't really want to move. The only thing I want to pull. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Grrr. Ooh. So as you hop over the table there. You are muted.
Possibly dead.
Yeah. Is there a player present? We don't hear anything.
Unlike usual, I cannot just throw things.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you guys can't hear me.
We hear you
Oh,
now.
I hear you
Yeah.
now.
Jesus. Okay. Thank you.
Are you gonna hop over that table? I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Yes, was planning on hopping over that. I didn't realize there was a table there, but only because I couldn't see.
Right.
So going that way, probably taking attacks of opportunity from everything
Yeah.
but the Technomancer.
Yes. Oh no.
But we're gonna go ahead and bite at him when I get there.
Okay. Well, two of them got a 17 on the die.
That meets my KAC.
17 on the die.
That
So
meets my KAC on the die.
So definitely a hit. Oh man.
Can I roll acrobatics to see if I can dodge? I completely forgot about that option.
Yeah, you can roll acrobatics too, but the thing is, you have to roll it for every square, right? And it gets higher each time.
Well, I moved
Yeah,
through
so
two
you-
squares.
Okay. So I think you avoided the attack of opportunity in the first square, but you failed for the other two.
Don't I have to roll for each one of them as well, or is it just roll once per square?
I don't know. I remember it being really bad
is-
in Starfinder, so I
is
just kind of
roll
forgot
once.
about it.
Roll once per square. The DC
And add,
increases
yeah.
for each enemy that is
That's right.
threatening.
Okay.
All right. So how much damage do I take?
They both rolled
Oh,
17.
damn it.
They both rolled 17 on their attack rolls, and they both rolled 7 on their damage rolls. I suspect that blue and green are twins.
Jeez.
But
It's a good theory.
That ends up being a total of 20 bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck?
Boss encounter, man.
Bronk.
No, I spoke correctly. All right, down into HP. Cool.
Yeah, Ninden, you see Gur quite acrobatically make his way over the table, but the 3 arms just start swinging, and 2 of them just manage to slam into him quite effectively as he makes his way over. But you have a standard action.
I used that bite up there above my acrobatics checks. It's a
Oh, right.
22 22 to hit, and it's 10 damage.
You bite into some armor. You think it goes through because he hisses momentarily from the attack. So you do hit.
Good.
It's not as gruesome as your other bite attacks have been so far.
No. This guy's got a name tag. He ain't gonna go down that easy.
Yeah. All right, Mouse.
All right.
Actually, Mouse, if we can get you into that room, do you think that you could turn the robot arms to our side?
Actually, I don't think I can do that yet.
Why not?
Go ahead and make me a engineering check
Okay.
if you observe the robot arms.
That's a 22.
Oh yeah. You think if you spent some time, you could probably disable the arms one by one, but you don't know how much that's going to be worth it to do in the middle of combat.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, she conveys that information.
Sorry, boss. I don't know if that's going to be worth it.
It'll take too long. All right.
Yeah, I think it's best if I just shoot it. Shoot it.
So she does that. She's gonna use a move for designated target, and then shoot red again. Because
Okay.
Now she's got it out for red.
Do it. I believe in you.
And
No.
no, she gets an 11.
No. Mouse.
+1 for coordinated
with-
shot. I don't know if that helps.
+1 for coordinated shot.
It doesn't. Not with KAC. I'm sorry. Oh,
Life is hard.
I know. Mouse, you're the fan favorite. It's just these attack rolls are just sucks.
Man, if only I could turn fan favoriteness into like an actual bonus on the board.
Oh man. Usakeshti is got bit on the shoulder. He just kind of looks briefly over, but he thinks he might have this Vesk's number. He's trying to prove himself, so he's going to try and hit him with another spell. Ooh, that's not going to hit. I am pretty certain. Yeah, 12 against EAC. That's not going to cut it.
Nope.
He is going to take a move action then to stand here. And the red arm coming back to life is going to try to smack you, Ninden. 12 against KAC. The blue arm is also going to try to hit Ninden and roll a 1. And the green arm is going to try to hit Gur. And gets a 17 against KAC? Oh, that meets, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I'm sorry, Gur. Oh, getting max damage too. That's 11 bludgeoning damage. Oh god.
Why
okay.
couldn't it have been me?
I know, right? All of these attacks miss Ninden and one hits Gur for max and ronking damage.
Man, talk about survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
Herald.
Well, now he's blocking my shot at the robot arm. Fine, I'll shoot him. This will definitely work. 23 against his EAC.
Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do the thing. Your shot looks really well placed, and it goes straight through one of his images.
One down.
So,
2 down.
Yeah, so 2 down. So he only has 2 images swirling around him at this point.
Got it.
Would you like to do anything with your move action?
Nah, throw it in the garbage.
Okay. You could get out of Mouse's way? Question mark.
I mean, she can. Oh, fine.
Not to try and give you too much tactical advice, but
I'll
right.
take it.
Mr. Lizard Ninja is lacking some images there, and then
Yeah. Let's see if we can remove a few more.
All right.
Ninden's going to take 2 punches at this guy now.
do it.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh no.
That's ugly. So I got an 8 to hit and a 12 to hit.
So both of those attacks, he just weaves around them. You're trying to like time your attacks with this weird like bobbing motion he's doing with his body, but he alters it. It's almost like it's part of his plan to try and trick people into hitting this rhythm he's got going on, and he just kind of moves around your fists, and you hear him very quietly go.
So if the attack misses by 5 or less, it still destroys a figment.
If it misses by 5 or less, it destroys an image.
Right.
It's not 5. I think it's by less than by 5.
5 or less. So the AC of his images is effectively like 5 lower. That makes sense.
Well, no, I thought it was if it was above 5 under.
Yeah, that's
So, like,
the
if
same
it's-
thing.
No.
No, it's
Missing
not.
by 5 or less is the same as hitting 5 less.
Yes, you're just.
The
thinking
way
about
you're
two different
describing it
ways.
is like if you hit like a 2 would reduce an image.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if
No.
not-
Hold on.
No,
I see
it's
the
by
I see the
5 or
problem
less.
here.
Yeah.
If it misses by 5 or less than 5, so like 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 is what it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're not
it's
rolling
worded
5.
weirdly.
No, it's rolling. Missing by 5 means that if your AC is a 10, like a 5 is a miss by 5, a 6 is a miss by 4, a 7 is a miss by 3.
So,
Right.
so
I
what
understand.
we're-
I understand now. I understand the semantics of what you're saying. Yes, I understand that.
The fact that both Tates and I were confused means it is worded poorly, not just him.
One of those images goes away
Good. Fine.
on the second attack.
That is my turn.
Okay. Everything's okay. We like each other. We're not fighting.
We're all good friends.
Kayla.
Hugs and kisses.
Yeah, that wording is really jargony. It's one of those things that's carried over for years. Way
Yeah.
of phrasing that notion. I'll step up here behind Mouse, and we'll go ahead and do another mind thrust.
Do it.
I need another will save
Do it.
from that Technomancer.
Oh, what's the DC?
15?
He actually makes it this time.
Ah, well, even when he makes it, he still takes 6 damage.
6. Not bad.
Yeah, not
That's
bad.
not bad damage.
That's it.
All right. He is starting to look like he's not doing great. But even still, that definitely rolls off of him a little bit easier than the previous one that he did. So that'll take us to Gur.
Who really wants to move around for flanking, but is not going to provoke attacks of opportunity. So instead, he's just going to full attack the red claw hanging down there.
Gonna rage out on a robot arm.
Yes, I am.
Do it.
Raging out. That's annoying.
God.
Oh my lord. You win some, you lose some, folks.
Hey, you've rolled 2 crits today.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
You've used all your luck for the day. Gone
Gur,
now.
after getting whacked around by a few arms, just like starts swinging at this red robot arm in it.
His eyelids swollen shut. He screams out, "Cut me, Ninden! Can't see, cut me, Ninden!
You gotta cut me.
Oh no.
Gotta cut me, Mick!"
All right, Mouse. There's a lizard ninja in front of that arm you were attacking.
Oh, well. You know, I think it would be a good idea to just, you know, I'm running low on my auto-target rifle, whatchamacallit, ammo. You know, I'm just gonna go to the dueling sword. We're gonna,
Oh.
I can't do 2 move actions, can I? And then attack. But I can.
What you can do is, if you would like to draw a new weapon, you can do that as part of a move action. So if you just want to drop your rifle and then move in, you can take out your dueling sword as part of that move action.
Yeah, and I'll move to here. Flanking buddies.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, is that a bad idea?
That will provoke an
Brave.
attack of opportunity.
From like all 3 of those, right?
Have they had a turn again since you? Yeah, they have. Yeah, they
Okay.
haven't
No.
used their.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
So just
Yeah.
to here. And just stab.
Okay.
Sorry, I was under the impression you said they could hit anywhere in the room. Is that not actually true?
They have 10-foot reach.
Oh,
So,
well, I would have moved. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
+1 if it's if I get that bonus from Ninden again. So 18?
I don't
Only
believe
for
you
ranged
do because
attacks.
it's against
That is
ranged
only for-
attacks.
Oh. Okay, well 18.
But that does appear to connect. Let's see. It does.
Woo!
You hit it right in the side with your sword, and he just kind of like he twists away from the pain, and
Of 9 damage.
glowers at you.
Hi. My name is Masculine Haversack. Prepare to die.
While you're in the middle of saying that, he just kind of turns his left hand over towards you and tries to touch you with it.
No! Bad touch, bad touch.
Oh God! Can spells crit?
Oh,
No. No, they cannot.
Is it an attack? Did the
If
spell
it's-
make an attack roll?
It's a
Yeah.
spell with an attack roll.
Then it's a crit.
Yep.
No.
Fudge.
Or like any other attack.
Oh God. Okay.
Sadly.
I just heard a lot of dice rolling too.
No.
Well, it's
Sorry.
That's 8d6 if this is Jolting Surge.
it is jolting surge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This will probably not kill you, though.
This will hurt.
Mouse, you take
This was-
29 electricity damage.
Okay. Okay.
That's a lot worse.
Well, let's see.
He
We've
gets
got.
slashed in the side and just kind of like looking irritated, just kind of lowers his hand and zaps Mouse hard.
Ninden would like to intervene with a reaction to her taking that damage with his intervene thing.
Okay.
He's going to take half of that damage.
Ooh, okay. So,
Oh, cool.
do you want to take the more or the less?
I'll take the more.
Okay, so you take 15 damage and Mouse
Oh,
takes
that's
14.
That's totally manageable.
So like Ninden reaches over to stop it, but it's electricity. So instead he just ends up shocking both of you instead of just one of you.
I've got this.
All right.
How much health does Ninden have left now?
20.
20.
I'm getting down there, guys. I might actually go down this fight.
All right,
so
I'll
the,
save the rest of my spells for heals just in case.
and at this point, the red arm is going to try to hit Ninden.
Oh right, the rest of them also have turns.
Oh yeah. Boss fight, you guys. That's 13 KAC is probably not going to do it.
Nope.
blue is going to try to hit Gurr. 18 KAC.
They can't hit me, but they always hit Gurr.
Dear Lord. That'll be a 7 damage bludgeoning to Gurr. Maybe they'll hit Mouse too. Green tries to hit Mouse and rolls a 9.
Not gonna cut it, buddy.
Okay.
Haha.
Can't quite reach that low. Herald, it's your turn.
Well, my shots seem to be blocked, and Mouse can't have her stamina healed. Ooh, has he already taken his attack of opportunity? I missed that.
He did not.
Alright,
Sorry.
so that makes moving into the room super dangerous.
Yeah, you would provoke an attack of opportunity not only from him, but also the red and green arms if you were to move to his south.
Okay, I don't have any great ideas. Let's delay and see if something else appears.
Alright. Ninden. He's
To
starting to look
confirm.
pretty hurt.
To confirm, there are no more mirror images around him.
Correct.
Okay. Ninden is going to open up with 2 more punches.
Okay.
Punch, punch. Fish for that crit. 14 versus EAC.
Wrong kind of crit. You went the wrong way there.
We got a 1 on one of those attacks.
I was just gonna ignore it, but thanks, guys.
Oh, you can never ignore anything around me.
Oh man, that second attack. So the first one he just easily evades. He kind of does he does a spinny, like he twirls around, and then the second one looks like it's just about to get right into the gut, but he just scoots back like just an inch, and it's just enough to not get hit.
Grrr.
Yes?
Pronk
Caleb.
you.
All right. I'm gonna revoke all the attacks of opportunity. Ready for this?
Oh no, are you?
Oh no,
really?
Kaylin, do you want me to do this hive mobility?
I have mobility too.
Alright. Oh, but I can take a standard action and take a full defense?
We're hearing both of you because your mics are on.
So if I provoke, that's probably slightly better because my AC will be 4 higher. Yeah? Okay, I'll do that. I'll take my action.
Okay, so is Kaylin getting attacked? She's provoking all of these attacks.
No, I'm gonna
No.
go for her.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be a standard action full defense, and then
Okay.
a move.
Okay. Which adds 4 to your AC and then an additional 4 from mobility?
Right.
Yes.
My gosh.
My God.
It's full of Herald.
Alright, so that provokes from Boss Red and Blue.
Green as well, actually. It
Yeah, I
provokes
think
from
green
all of them.
because you walked through this square here.
You're right, provokes from all 4. Bring it,
So that's
bring it!
4 attacks of opportunity. All right, Lizard Ninja swings his knife at you. Get out of here with that weak sauce. He has that same brand of weak sauce that Ninden was drinking earlier. Apparently, lizards just love it.
Black milk.
Black
Can't
milk.
get enough of it.
Eox tested. Lizard approved.
So what is your AC functionally? KAC.
KAC is 22.
Oh, this one barely misses you. That's a miss. And that is a miss. So as Herald comes in, Mr. Ninja Man tries to take a swipe, failing to do so, and all of the arms attempt to hit him as well. So they all seem to be occupied trying to hit this extremely slippery starfish person who just wiggled into the room.
I just slide across. I slide across the room like a wave of flesh.
All right, he's wave
Just
dashing
imagine
for any
just
fighting
imagine
game players.
him wiggling through the room the entire way.
Oh, yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
All right, which I think means it's Kaylin's turn now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Goodness gracious. And then she's gonna move up.
All right.
Following Herald, just provoked only attacks of opportunity.
You
Probably
cannot
well
stand
practiced
in,
move.
that square, there is a large computer terminal there.
Oh, well, stand one.
You can stand one to the west.
Stand here.
Next to your burger buddy.
Yes, and I'm gonna heal Gur.
Okay.
Because he's looking pretty beat up. We're 7.
All right. Negating the previous attack done on Gur.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Okie doke. Speaking of Gur, hey Gur.
Hey guys, Gur is going to, since he can just go, he's gonna move right there, unhindered, and flanking buddy!
Yes!
I didn't even need to flank, but there you go.
Oh,
That's a 24 to hit and a 10, so it's technically a 28 to hit and a, 26 to
Right.
hit and a 10 on
Right.
the damage.
What zone are you biting for? What's your bite zone?
We'll just go classic, going for the neck.
Neck? Okay. As you whirl around this lizard folk, and you're able to grab him by the shoulders and get a bite in on his neck. The armor is a little bit weaker there. He kind of struggles for a moment, and then he twists and elbows you off of him. And you all watch as he just kind of looks over at the computer terminal, and then drops his knife to the ground and does like a half-hearted raising his hands. Like he puts them up to like head level, but he stands up tall, holds his hands up in surrender, and the robot arms all go limp at the same time.
All
Ninden
right.
grabs him and
So,
forces him
what
to the
the
ground.
Kronk was that all about, huh, buddy?
He was
All right.
stalling.
So yeah, you're able to wrestle him to the ground. He doesn't resist at all. Like he's not even moving at this moment.
Mouse, why don't you rush over to the computer and see if you can figure out what he was doing?
I sure hope so.
She sure does.
And in the meantime, we'll ask him what he was doing. You know, work in parallel.
So that's a 26.
Okay. So just to we'll take care of this real quick, because Mouse should be able to do this. So you see that this individual had a hacking kit hooked up to the computer, and the hacking kit itself was hooked up to a interesting device. And with that computer's check, I will allow you to determine what it is. Page 9. Thought I was on it already. This is an astral transponder.
Well,
you
that's
know-
unusual.
You know that this device, when activated and placed in contact with a computer, it will transmit a signal to a pre-programmed receiving computer anywhere on the same plane. A user operating it can affect the computer to which the transponder is attached to without being physically present at the computer. So it appears what was happening is he was taking data from the computer system here and transmitting it to another location, which
And it could be anywhere on the physical plane.
anywhere on this same plane, the material plane.
Holy cow, that's huge.
Mm-hmm. So he was sending data to somebody, it appears.
Ninden takes the guy's head, slams it into the ground, and roars in his face, "Where were you sending the data?" And he's going to roll an intimidate check, because he's frankly fed up with this guy.
Gur will assist with that intimidate check.
That's a 19 on my intimidate check. That's about
Gur
better
succeeds.
than I was expecting.
Gur succeeds helping with the intimidate.
So this guy's been let's face it, this guy's been acting like a badass this whole time, right? The facade remains, but it cracks a little bit. Like he looks between Gur and Ninden, and he just spits out some of his blood. And he says, I don't know.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you don't know?
Kalen gets down on his level, looks him right in the eyes, and says, "You better tell us, or I'm just gonna let him keep doing that until you bleed out." It's an 18 intimidate to.
Okay.
I was hoping that would be better.
I'm just gonna keep assisting every time somebody intimidates.
Oh
no,
every time somebody intimidates him, like Gur just kind of slowly moves into frame with a big frown.
Exactly.
Or goes like, uh-huh, yeah.
He does that. He does
Yeah.
the Puff Daddy. The Puff Daddy of intimidators.
And your mom too.
He just kind of he shrugs the best he can manage while he's laying on the ground. Doesn't make any difference. I don't know.
Well, what do you know?
I know that this is what I was hired to do.
And by what mechanism were you hired?
Mama.
Oh, wrong voice. By what mechanism were you hired?
His answer is the same. He says,
Oh.
Mama.
Mama. Ooh.
I
That's
don't
why
want
you
to
sing.
die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all.
With this information, anyone with a culture check, especially Kaelin and Herald, go ahead and make a culture check.
It's 27.
Oh, yeah.
Mine
That's-
was 23.
That's familiar. So Akeshti, you wouldn't normally assume this just because it's kind of racist to do so. However, you are familiar with a gang of Akeshti called the Bloodshots, and their leader they refer to simply as Mama. And you think back to the tattoo you saw on that other Akeshti's neck, and now it hits you. Yeah, that's the Bloodshots logo, so it's probably who you're dealing with here.
And all sort of falls into place.
Okay. I guess I'll study him to see if there's anything he's resisting telling us. The sense motive.
Sure, go ahead and make a sense motive.
It's a 26. Kellen, you wanna...
I don't think sense motive is something you really assist with, but I'll throw out one of my own too.
Yeah,
27.
see?
Wowzers. As far as you can tell, there's no duplicitous thing happening here. It's, if you recall, this could be a similar kind of mindset to the brass dragon in the police station that you were in back in Asana Town. It seems that he has not burdened himself with the details of the job, simply so that he does not have to put up with it. He can just do his job and not endanger the operation with additional info.
I don't think he's high enough up to know anything.
In case he gets captured by PCs.
Yeah.
It's a frustratingly useful tactic.
I don't suppose you know how upset she would be about hearing about your capture.
He shakes a little bit, but he swallows whatever reservation had entered his mind from that question, and normalizes back to being the stony-faced but bleeding lizard individual on the ground. He is definitely not looking good.
He's not supposed to have that much blood coming out of his eyes.
No.
Kalen throws a stabilize at him, so he stops bleeding. And then they did break into this place. We could turn them over to the authorities. In fact, we should.
That would be the thing to do, yes.
Well,
Gur kicks him in the ribs and says, "Yeah, I agree."
or we could use him as a bargaining chip.
Right. He could take us to Mama, and then maybe we wouldn't have to turn him over. Looks at him.
You are...
Which is he more afraid of, Mama or the police?
He's actually staring directly at the ceiling at this point. He's, this is a technique that Herald and Kalen are familiar with. He's he's entering a state of hyper ignoring, where he just is acting like there's no external stimuli entering his brain at the moment.
All right, fine. Police it is.
All right. So I think that would probably be a good time to end the episode.
All right.
All
the-
right.
That is a good
Feat of the
place to
boss
end.
and the capture of this extremely threatening individual. Holy cow.
That guy was prunking scary. I can't believe he
Yeah, no
critted
kidding.
He was
with
intense.
jolting surge.
Yeah. I
thought
wanted to
Gardner might
kind
be
of.
going down.
I thought so too. Now, I was looking at the way I was kind of. I don't want to give it away too much. Never mind. That's table talk stuff.
That's fair.
Did you guys have fun?
That's the kind of thing that you can talk about in shooting a crit.
Indeed.
Or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Indeed. If they would
So
ever
listen
if they
to
will ever
Shooting
take
the
me
Crit.
back.
When does that update, guys?
Shooting
you
the
know,
Crit
I-
goes up at 10:30 Eastern.
Yes.
10:30 p.m. Eastern time.
They
let
are
me
on
see.
tonight, right?
They are
I-
on tonight. Max is still debating what's going to happen. We might see Tyler live at PaizoCon
Ooh.
if they can make it work.
Okay.
If he's allowed to do a
Yeah.
live stream of it.
Mhm.
If not, maybe we'll get to hear Tates talk about this table talk stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Talk about
Throw Tates in. Yeah.
throw Tates under the bus. Yes.
All right. So yeah, what did you guys think? Did you have fun? You have fun? Have a good
Yeah.
time?
Yes,
a
good
lot of
stuff, good
fun.
stuff, good stuff.
Good stuff. Good
Um,
stuff.
Yeah.
I like the I do really like the settings in this. It's not your typical dungeons that they're having us crawl through. They're
Right.
they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gone from a police station to a governor's house to a museum. The drow thing, that wasn't part of the adventure. I just threw that in there.
Yeah, but still.
We enjoyed
was
that
another-
too.
Yeah.
And it was in
Um,
keeping in spirit with the adventure path.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
these
We
days,
appreciate you.
one of these days, my disguise is gonna work. Someday.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the middle of combat would be my recommendation.
It's
Well, it-
tough.
It was a unique scenario where we knew there was someone down there, but he hadn't seen us or
Right.
the person who made the call.
Yeah.
It might have worked better if he hadn't immediately sprinted down the stairs, but I don't know.
And been witnessed as being punched brutally by Gur.
Yeah, that was really the deal breaker.
She got a pretty
Oh my
hefty
God.
bonus against your bluff, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's alright. I take the shotgun approach to disguises. I just use them enough, and eventually
Just
one
do
of
it.
them will get through.
Shot.
Just do
Shotgun
it. It'll work
disguises.
sometimes. But yeah, anybody who joined me last week on Wednesday for the draw stream, I really appreciate it. I think it went really well. I had a lot of fun. I'm probably going to do that again this week. So if anybody would like to
Sweet.
join me sometime around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be drawing live on the stream for all to witness. So
Woo!
hopefully my assignment is interesting like it was this week, but we'll see.
It was pretty
I
cool. I got to pop in for a second while I was like taxiing on the runway,
Nice.
stuck in a seat with cell phone.
Ugh.
Pretty neat.
But
Cool.
that is all from me. Anything else, anybody?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for running.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you
for-
for running.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yes. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening, and have a great Memorial Day. And we'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves, everybody.